Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bill Gray Legion Stadium here at Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon, as today we bring you Day 4 of the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. We get things started. 2 games on your schedule for today, and the first one includes your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. It has been a long time since the last time we've been able to say the Docs were playing on the 4th day of a state tournament, and today they play with their season on the line, but that's what they were doing yesterday when they pulled off a big win against the Sherwood Lobos. But today it steps up as it is the six-time defending state champ Medford Mustangs who stand on the other side of the field. The Docs and the Mustangs getting ready to square off in a big showdown with the winner, moving on to Championship Wednesday with a shot at trying to win a 2021 American Legion Baseball State title. For Medford, it would be their 7th straight, and the 18th in program history. For Roseburg, it would be the 12th and the first time since 2010. A lot riding on the line as both these teams try to keep their season alive. It's an elimination game for us as we start out coverage here today on The Score. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Joey Kieran. Thanks for joining us for our SoCo Coffee Company pregame show, conveniently located just off of I-5 at exit 108. Stop in for fresh pastries daily, organic smoothies, or one of the many items off of their espresso bar menu. That is SoCo Coffee Company. We start out our show with the SoCo Coffee Company pregame show. You can start out your day with SoCo Coffee. As we get the day started, we will get a chance to catch up with head coach Jeremiah Robbins after yesterday's 4-2 win for the Doc Stewarts against the Sherwood Lobos, knocking the Lobos out of the tournament and keeping the Docs alive. They are now 2-1 in the tournament action. On the other side, the Medford Mustangs coming off of a bit of a heartbreaker last night, a stunner, as Eugene rallied down 7 runs twice in that game. They trailed 7-0, trailed 9-2, but they came back to win 10-9 with a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 7th inning to stun Medford and drop them in to this loser's bracket. Medford comes in 2-1 in the tournament. Docs 2-1. Only one team will continue to play coming up tomorrow. We'll break more down on the matchup as these two teams very familiar with each other as Area 4 opponents. We'll have more about that coming up for you here throughout today's broadcast. But we do want to remind you, you can watch today's game streaming live online at 541radio.com as we bring you coverage of the AAA American Legion State Tournament presented by the Cow Creek Tribe and sponsored by Current Orthodontics and BTB Moving. We'll have an exciting one for us here today, folks. Stick around. We've got a word with head coach Jeremiah Robbins coming up next as we count down to first pitch. Docs and Stangs getting ready to square off. It's American Legion Baseball, Day 4 of the state tournament. Should be a fun one. Back after this 2-minute break on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Back with more of our SoCo Coffee Company pregame show, conveniently located just off of I-5 at exit 108. Stop in for fresh pastries daily, organic smoothies, or one of the items off of their espresso bar menu. Well, it's day 4 of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament, and the Doc Stewart's still alive. Been a while since we've been able to say that, and the Doc's hoping to keep things going here as we get a chance to catch up with head coach Jeremiah Robbins. Coach, another gutty win for your team yesterday, and another great performance on the mound. How big, first and foremost, the performance from Dominic Titone, how big is that for you and a point in the season where keeping your pitching rotation and your staff ready to go and available for you is just so critical?
Yeah, at this point in the year, it's the biggest one of the season. Protects our staff and allows us to do what we can do today. So that was huge by him. Tip our hats to him. What a great teammate, and just went out there and put it all on the line. And obviously our backs against the wall, and for him to extend that game out and hold those guys at bay while our offense got going and scored enough, that was just phenomenal effort by him.
You guys, like as you mentioned, up against the wall. What did you think about the kind of, at least at this point in time, we know this team's got the talent, but it's been a lot of times the mental part of the game that has been the biggest question for this team. How did you feel like they performed on that side of the ball?
I thought we did fine. We won. And obviously this time of the year, it's about, if we got one more run than the other one. So we did some things right in that game. A couple key knocks, a little bit of small ball, but we created opportunities, and then we protected those opportunities with our defense and pitching. So mentally, we're in a good spot, I believe. I mean, we're one of the final 4 standing, so we like where we're at, and we got to get consistent with that and put together a consistent 7-inning game.
I mentioned the final 4, and I was saying last night after that Medford and Eugene game, which was quite the barn burner there, but that if I had to pick at the start of the season 4 teams that would probably be at this spot, these are probably at least 4 teams I would consider. How do you feel like the state tournament has shaken out in this 2021 summer?
I agree with you 100%. Getting to see, and I didn't see everybody throughout our state, but obviously the 2 from our league, and then the Barbers. Every team could win this state title that's left. So, it's going to be a dogfight today, and see what happens tomorrow. But I think the 4 best teams are represented. It'll be the toughest one. It'll be standing at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I did poke my head out numerous times during last night's final game of the day and saw that you were sitting there taking it in. Man, quite the exciting finish to day 3 of the tournament as Eugene comes back to stun Medford after a big lead there. How do you think that impacts maybe the mentality going into this game? I know they're the team on the other side. You're not as worried much about them, but losing a big game like that last night, how do you think that affects things here today?
They've won 6 consecutive state championships. I don't think it has any effect. It was just one of those. We talked about it this morning with our staff. Round balls and young adults playing it. So anything can happen. But as far as, everybody got up the next day, they're going to be fine. They're going to go out and compete just like we're going to go out and compete. But it was a wild game, fun to watch. When you got teams competing like that, I just love that as a recruiter and as a guy that's in the game of baseball, to watch guys compete, and we saw that last night, so that was good.
We've seen a ton of it, and it's been, as a fan sitting in the stands watching every game here, it has been an absolute joy to see this tournament go on. Going into this matchup, you've got a familiar opponent in Medford. Area 4 has been well represented through this tournament. You've seen Area 4 teams already, but you guys are very familiar with each other. How does that impact things? Going in with, you know them, they know you. Again, ask that question, how does that impact things for you?
Well, it just comes down, you got to execute as a team, and you got to stay together as a team. We're going to need a big knock with 2 outs, and we're going to have a sac bunt. We got to get a double play, and we got to play routine baseball. I mean, they're a very explosive team. They've got team speed up and down their lineup. We know that. We got to be able to defend the running game. They're solid in every position. So it's just going to be a fight, and someone's going to get punched, and somebody's got to get back up, and that's going to be the key to today. So there's going to be punches thrown. It's going to go back and forth, and whoever wants it the most and will stay consistent and be unselfish and be competitive, that will be the last team standing.
All right, we look forward to another competitive day out at the ballpark. Coach, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you, Joey.
That is head coach Jeremiah Robbins. As we will wrap up our SoCo Coffee Company pregame show, we'll come back with a look at your starting lineups as we get ready to go. First pitch, Docs and Mustangs getting ready to square off here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Current Orthodontics."
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome you back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field as we get ready to go. The Medford Mustangs, after the coin flip, are your designated home team. They'll take the field before we get to your starting lineups. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball on the Score.
Second base, number 37, Eli Westrick.
Medford will take the field. The Docs, for the first time in the tournament, will be the visiting team in this matchup. Let's take a look at their Umpqua Golf Club starting lineup. Head coach Jeremiah Robbins and the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts come in 30-16 on the season. Austin Takahashi will lead things off for the Docs, followed by Dawson Gillespie, the third baseman. Spencer Six, the catcher, will bat third, followed by Jet Black, the center fielder. Jay Stoffel at first base will bat fifth, followed by DH Dominic Tatone, who will bat for starting pitcher Evan Corbin. In left field, batting seventh is Sebastian Watson. At second base, Kate Johnson will bat eighth, and rounding out the starting nine will be right fielder Logan Kloffenstein. That is a look at your Umpqua Golf Club starting lineups. You can get your golf adventure started with the Triple Play membership. Play Oak Hills, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just one membership. You can find out more at umpqua.golf. Docs will face off against Trey Newman out on the mound for the Medford Mustangs. Big right-hander will get the start here tonight. He does have 2 appearances against the Docs already this season. We'll tell you more about that. He has pitched an inning of relief against the Docs in Game 2 of the season for Roseburg, and then he was the pitcher on the mound against Roseburg when Medford came back and stunned the Docs to win 7-6 down at U.S. Cellular Field. We'll get underway. First pitch to Austin Takahashi is in for a swing and a miss. Strike one, and we are underway here in the top of the first of this elimination game between the Docs and the Mustangs. 0-1 pitch here for Newman. Misses low and inside for ball one. Overcast day here in Roseburg. I believe it's expected to burn off a little bit. Heard that Medford even got a little bit of rain early this morning. The 1-1 pitch from Newman. Takahashi pulls foul down the first base side. Left-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher. 75 degrees here in the first inning. Expected to hit low 90s. But the cloud cover looks like it's probably going to stick around through much of the day. So going to have this overcast, kind of muggy day here in the Umpqua Basin. The 1-2 pitch, high and away. 2-2 count for Takahashi. Austin Takahashi comes into today's game batting at .327 for the Docs in the leadoff position. The 2-2 pitch from Newman out of his windup, winds and fires. Ball lifted towards right field, goes right to Darren Marsh, though, backs up a few steps to make the catch and retire the first out of today's ball game. One down. Dawson Gillespie will come up to bat for Roseburg with nobody on base. Looking around the diamond at your defensive starters for Medford. Behind the plate, Jeremiah Robbins, the nephew of Doc's head coach, Jeremiah Robbins. Tanner Douglas at first, Eli Westrick at second, Jace Miller at third, and Zach Ankeny at short. In the outfield from left to right, Josh Baptiste, Cody Boragine, and Darren Marsh. As a pitch in for a strike against Dawson Gillespie for strike one. That is your defensive starters for the Mustangs. It's always presented by Cooper's Pest Control. When you're looking to build your best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. 673-0363. Check swing for a strike two against Dawson Gillespie. Couldn't pull it back in time. Home plate umpire making the call. He did go around enough for strike two. Gillespie batting .301 on the year. The 0-2 pitch high for ball one. Almost feels as if it's warm enough, but it almost feels as if you could start feeling a few sprinkles coming down at some point. But not sure if we'll get that, but it sure does feel like it could happen. The 1-2 pitch here from Newman. Pulled towards left field. Long run out there. Diving attempt. Can't get there. Josh Baptiste out of his reach. Gillespie heading for second, and he will hold there. A one-out double for Dawson Gillespie. So he rips that one down the left field line for the first hit.
Next batter, catcher,
and that'll be
Spencer,
a double to left field for Dawson Gillespie. First hit of the ball game, and that is your MSK True Value first hit of the game. It'll bring up Spencer 6. Spencer batting with a man at second base. Takes the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1 pitch, belted out towards center field. Going back to tag is Gillespie. He'll touch the bag, heads for third, as Cody Boragine will make the catch in deep center field on a ball well struck by Spencer 6. There's two down, a man now 90 feet from home for the Docs as they look to try and take the early lead. Jet Black will have to come through with a base knock or maybe a pass ball, an error, something like that. Could help the Docs out, get that first run in. First pitch to Jet. Newman will get the outside corner for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at that breaking ball for strike two. That breaking ball was giving Jet a little bit of troubles last night in that game against Sherwood. The 0-2 pitch to him. Newman goes to the fastball. That ball out towards right center. Diving. Boragine can't get there. Extra bases for Jet as Boragine scrambles to his feet. Jet rounding second, heading for third. The relay throw cut off by Ankeny will not go to third. Docs lead 1-0 on a two-out triple by Jet Black. So far, the Docs have been hitting Trey Newman pretty hard. Two of them have gone right to the outfielders, but Dawson Gillespie belts one to left field. And now Jet Black gets one into the alley in right center. Cody Boragine giving everything he had to get to that ball, could not get there. And that'll be a run in for the Docs. First pitch misses, ball one against Jace Stoffel. Docs on top, 1-0. Jace with a man at third, trying to bring in another run. He'll take a breaking ball for strike one. Dawson Gillespie, after his one-out double, comes around to score. RBI for Jet. He leads the team in that category. Breaking ball, strike two. A lot of good movement on that pitch there for Trey Newman. And he gets Jay Stoffel to a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch here. In the air, foul territory. Douglas chasing to the fence. At the wall, he makes the catch for the final out. And the Docs will leave a man stranded at third base, but they get one across here in the top of the first. 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors for Medford. And 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. We'll have your starting lineups for the Mustangs. We'll take a look at their batting lineup, and we'll get our look at Evan Corbin on the mound for the Docs here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Stewart's in the first inning. They got.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
About bottom of the first inning, Medford coming up the bat, trailing Roseburg 1-0. It's your Umpqua Golf Club starting lineup. Cody Borgine will lead things off for Coach Nate Maben in his 11th year with the Medford Mustangs. The center fielder will dig in against Evan Corbin. You got Darren Marsh and Tanner Douglas, your 3 hitters due up here in the first inning. First pitch swinging, ground ball, gets knocked down by a diving attempt by Takahashi, but he cannot pull it in. Just under his glove as he dives up the middle. That'll be a base hit for Cody Borgine to lead things off here in the bottom of the first. Medford trying to even things up against Roseburg. Get the game-tying run on base. Darren Marsh will bat. We'll run through the full lineup here for you. Borgine on at first. Marsh up to bat. First pitch from Evan Corbin is inside for ball 1. Corbin getting the start, his first start of the postseason here today. His 1-0 pitch to Marsh. Out to left field, well hit. That's going to be another base hit for Medford. Sebastian Watson gets it off the fence. He'll fire it in. It's a double for Darren Marsh, and just like that, Medford in business here in the bottom of the first inning. Runners at second and third against Evan Corbin.
Number 29, Tanner Douglas.
Bring up Tanner Douglas here. Only a couple pitches into the ball game. Medford threatening to tie the game up. Eli Westrick, the second baseman, will wait on deck. Aiden Horsley, the DH, bats 5th, followed by Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher, hitting 6th. Jace Miller, the third baseman, bats 7th. In the 8th spot, Zach Ankeny, the shortstop, and the left fielder, Josh Baptiste, will round out the starting 9. First pitch swinging out to right field, caught by Logan Klopfenstein. His throw in will be not in time, cut off by Jay Stoffel. And a sac fly for Tanner Douglas. And that'll bring in the game-tying run, squared away at 1 apiece. Out at second base still is Darren Marsh.
37, Eli Westrick.
So back-to-back hits to lead off the inning, and then a sac fly for Douglas brings in 1 run for the Mustangs. First pitch swinging out to center field, and running on the play, it goes over the head of Jet Black, and he'll chase it to the wall. Medford will take the lead, 2-1. Heading for third, the throw is offline and bounces off the top of the Docs dugout. And they'll give him the extra base. Well, that just turned from something to nothing for the Docs. So Westrick will get an RBI with a triple. And then he comes to score on the error.
Aiden Horsley.
So it's now 3-1, Medford in front with nobody on base. First pitch, strike 1 to Aiden Horsley. So that ball hit over the head of Jet Black in center field. I thought he was going to get a beat on it, and Darren Marsh had been running from second. He thought he was going to have to go back to tag. His coach was telling him to go back. They got lucky. That ball got over the head of Jet Black, and so Marsh was able to keep running. He scored easily on the triple. It's a swing and a miss for Horsley. Gives him a 1-2 count. And then the relay throw in, I believe, by Sebastian Watson, sails by third base. No one backing it up, and it goes out of play. And the Medford Mustangs get another run. Another pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Evan Corbin. Horsley at the plate with nobody on and 1 away. Medford leading 3-1. Elimination game here on this Tuesday morning. Now into the afternoon, I guess. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, third base side. Gillespie, throw to first. Gets it there just ahead of Horsley for the out. 2 down. Taking a look around the diamond, it's Evan Corbin on the mound, and I haven't gotten to tell you his story so much. Evan Corbin has come out early in his last 2 starts with some forearm tightness. He's pitched 45 innings. He's got a 6-0 record, a 2.49, we'll round up, 2.49 ERA. So he had been having a really good season, but some arm issues plaguing him his last couple of starts, and he hasn't gotten out of the second inning. We'll see how things go for him today. A 1-1 count here to Jeremiah Robbins with 2 down and nobody on. Medford leading 3-1. Low for Corbin. 2 balls, 1 strike against Robbins, the catcher. The 6th hitter to the plate here in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Behind the plate, Spencer 6 out at first base. Jay Stoffel, Cade Johnson at second. Dawson Gillespie at third. Takahashi at short. In the outfield from left to right, Sebastian Watson, Jet Black, and Logan Klopfenstein. Your 2-2 pitch, just missing outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, with 2 outs for Robbins. Full count pitch here for Corbin. Just misses inside with his breaking ball, and that'll be ball 4. Robbins will take the trip down to first. 1 on with 2 away. It'll bring up Jace Miller, the third baseman. Medford so far, 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. Corbin a long look in for the call from Spencer 6. Misses low for ball 1. Ball has been flying around the park. Doc's had, in the top of the first inning, a double and a triple. Here in the bottom of the first inning, we've had a single, double, and a triple. So the ball really carrying. Outside for ball 2 for Corbin. The 2-0 pitch does hit the corner for strike 1. Starting lineups always brought to you by the Umpqua Golf Club. You can get your golf adventure started with the Triple Play membership. Play Oak Hills, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just 1 membership. Find out more at umpqua.golf. That ball belted way deep, but way foul. That might end up on the softball field there for Jace Miller. Long. You hear the term used a lot, the long strike on a foul ball. That one was every definition of that phrase. 2-2 pitch. High for ball 3. Corbin trying to get through this first inning, trying to build his confidence back after a couple of shaky starts with the injury. His 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, first base side, foul. Stays the 3-2 count. The runner at first. Jeremiah Robbins heads back to the bag. He will be running again on the pitch to the plate. Full count. Corbin bounces it in. There's ball 4. That's back-to-back walks issued by Evan Corbin. 2 walks, runners at first and second. 3-1 lead for Medford here in the bottom of the first inning. An elimination game. The winner moves on to play tomorrow, looking to win twice tomorrow to try and win a state title. Loser done for the summer. First pitch, got him jammed, fouled away Zach Ankeny, strike 1. Last night for Medford, they were on top by 6 runs late in that game, giving up the lead. Pitch high and inside, 1-1 count here for Ankeny, the shortstop. 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th for Eugene, stunning Eugene there stunning Medford to come back and tie that game up. The ball belted out to left field by Ankeny. Well hit. That ball going to the fence. Just foul. And I think it did get out of the park. That would have been a home run if it stayed straight, but it just hooks on the other side of the foul poles here at Champion Car Wash Field. Another one. Well struck. Whew. Ball is just absolutely flying. The wind is dead, which is actually a big deal. Usually the wind blowing the ball back in here at Champion Car Wash Field. It's a warm, muggy day, and that ball is just slicing through the air right now. 1-2 pitch. Corbin misses low. 2-2 count. There was, it looks like, a little bit of action going on in the bullpen for Medford. Guy returning from back out there with a catcher in tow. A 2-2 pitch here. Line drive shot out towards left center on the run. Jet Black will not get there. Another run coming in for Medford. They're going to send another runner to the plate. There's going to be a 2-run double for Zach Ankeny. That ball is just carrying here today. 3rd extra base hit for Medford. And Jeremiah Robbins will score from 2nd. Jace Miller scores from 1st. And there are now 5 runs in here in the 1st inning for Medford. Still with 2 outs. A 2-out rally going on here. 2 more runs come in. First pitch fouled away for strike 1 to the 9-hitter Josh Baptiste.
Josh Baptiste.
Starting lineups, as mentioned before, always brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. The 0-1 pitch popped up. Playable behind home. Spencer runs out of room. Strike 2. Corbin's been able to get himself to a strike 2 count a few times here, but has not been able to get out of the inning. A 2-out double by Zach Ankeny, driving in 2 more. Medford leading 5-1 against Roseburg. Roseburg, the designated visiting team after the coin flip. Medford, the home team, as Corbin will step off. Evan has been very strong throughout the year on the mound, but the recent arm issues, we haven't seen much of him lately. His 0-2 pitch. Out towards left field, charging in, and Sebastian Watson there for the grab. Final out made as 9 hitters come to the plate for Medford. They score 5 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 Doc's error and 1 man left on base. Medford jumps out to the early lead, but as we saw last night, anything can happen. It's a 4-run lead for the Mustangs. Come back for the top of the 2nd inning. This is Doc's Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. First pitch of the 2nd inning in low to Dominic Tatone for ball 1 as we welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Roseburg Dr. Stewart's taking on the Medford Mustangs in an elimination game. Dom will pull one towards first base, gets by the first baseman, a race to the bag. Trey Newman covering the pitcher there to receive the throw from second baseman Eli Westrick to retire Dominic Tatone for the first out here in the 2nd inning. Doc's Baseball today brought to you by
The next batter, number 2.
B&D Meats. It's grilling season, so stop by B&D Meats down in Winston for something to throw on the grill today. First pitch misses outside to Sebastian Watson for ball 1. Trey Newman still throwing for Medford. There is action in the bullpen. There's been action in both bullpens so far. So everybody's looking to get through to tomorrow. Swing and a miss for strike one to Sebastian Watson. Everybody just trying to find a way to scrap to a win. And with your season on the line, bullpens have to be on high alert and ready to go. 2-1 count for Newman against Watson. Sebastian, swing and a miss out in front of the off speed for strike two. Day 4 of the tournament. Fourth game for both these teams. The 2-2. Watson gets behind one out towards left center. Not going to carry enough. In the alley, Cody Borgine underneath it for out number 2. Docs retire a couple of quick outs here in the second inning. It'll be Cade Johnson. Trey Newman was on the mound when the Docs took a big lead down at Medford and then gave up the lead. I think they were on top 6-2 and gave up 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Medford came back to win 7-6. Newman threw 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks in that start. The 1-0 pitch outside for a 2-0 count. His offense coming back to help him out there with those 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th to win. That was a game where the Docs, if they had won that game at Medford, they would have clinched a share of the Area 4 title. As a pitch outside, 3 balls, no strikes for Cade Johnson with 2 outs and nobody on. So far, none of the pitches from Newman have been close to the strike zone. 2 away with nobody on. Docs trail 5-1 here in the top of the second. There is strike one on the 3-0 pitch. So the Docs have seen Newman a couple of times this year. Most recently was that one on July 18th. Ball 4 outside, and that'll be a 2-out walk issue to Cade Johnson. We'll see if the Docs can muster up a rally here in this second inning, cut into the 4-run deficit. Logan Klopfenstein will bat, the right fielder. Newman out of his stretch. Long, slow set. Breaking ball hits Logan Klopfenstein on the top of the helmet. Well, he didn't get the bite on that breaking ball he wanted there, and his breaking ball has been moving pretty good, but he did not have it on that one. That's like when I try to throw breaking balls. First hit batter for Trey Newman, and a visit out to the mound now for the Medford Mustangs coaching staff. Jog on out there talking with the pitcher and shortstop and third baseman. Newman, Ankeny, and Miller all conversing. There is players down in the bullpen for Medford. And they're waiting to find out what the move's going to be here. Not throwing currently. And they'll break it up.
The next batter for the Doc Stewarts, number 14.
So no pitching change yet for Medford. Runners at first and second with 2 away. Top of the order coming up. Doc's trying to get a 2-out rally. Medford had one in the bottom of the first inning as they came back and pulled ahead 5-1. Takahashi 0 for 1 in the game. Takes strike one on the first pitch. Out at second base is Cade Johnson. At first base, Logan Klopfenstein. The 0-1 pitch, high and away, a 1-1 count. Both starting pitchers, I'm sure, hoping to try and go as long as they can in this game to make sure that they don't use up the bullpens too much with 2 games possibly tomorrow. Pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Whichever team out of this matchup moves on to Wednesday will have to try and win twice if they hope to come back for a state championship this year. 2-1. Takahashi to left field. That ball is going to carry enough right to Josh Baptiste. Well, that'll wrap things up. Docs threaten a little bit, but no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Medford leads 5-1 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Bottom of the second inning, Docs trail 5-1 against Medford. Cody Borgine, the leadoff man, starts things off for a second consecutive inning against Evan Corbin. He gets a foul ball for strike one. Docs baseball brought to you by Current Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile means confidence inside and out. Give him a call. That is Dr. Peterson, 541-672-5721. The 0-1 pitch, outside, a 1-1 count. Corbin throwing 33 pitches in the first inning. Through 2 innings of work, Trey Newman has thrown 35. A ground ball, second base. Cade Johnson over to Jay Stoffel for the out. 1 away. A couple of ground balls so far for Borgine. His first one snuck through right back up the middle. This time pulls it to Cade Johnson at second base. 1 out. Darren Marsh batting. Had the double down the left field side. Breaking ball misses low for ball 1 to Corbin. Austin Anderson throwing in the bullpen for the Docs. We knew that he'd be the first guy out of the pen to try and help out the team if need be. Ball popped up, backing out of play behind home for strike 1 against Darren Marsh. From where I sit, the grandstand's above the first base dugout and a storage facility down there kind of block out half of the bullpen for the Medford Mustangs, so I cannot tell you who's throwing down there for them, but he's been out there throwing a little while. It's a breaking ball low, 3 balls and a strike. So far Medford disciplined at the plate, not chasing much. A 3-1 pitch, high and inside for ball 4. 1 out walk issued. Third walk for Evan Corbin. Comes with 1 out.
Tanner Douglas.
Brings up Tanner Douglas, a left-handed batter. Douglas had a sac fly to right field his first time up. He'll take outside. Ball 1. Corbin delivers high and away, a 2-0 count. At the plate, Douglas, the lengthy lefty. Cocked back in his stance, rips one up the middle, goes to Takahashi, bobbles, steps on second, just in time to get the out at second base. Knocked it around as he tried to bring it up into his chest. Bobbled it just a bit a couple of times as he tried to hurriedly pick up the baseball. Able to finally collect it, and he steps on second base in time to get Darren Marsh. They'll get 1 out of that one. A fielder's choice for Tanner Douglas. There's still a man on at first, now 2 away for Medford. First pitch, strike 1 on the outside corner to Eli Westrick. Breaking ball there taken for a strike. Corbin stands on the mound, out of his stretch. He'll come set with the hands at the waist. Kicks and fires. Runner going. Throw in, misses. Throw down to second base. Got him. Hanging on to the ball. Cade Johnson applies a tag. Tanner Douglas cut down at second base. Little defensive momentum there for the Docs as they will get out of things here in the second inning. For Medford, no runs on no hits. There was no Roseburg errors, and the Mustangs have nobody left on base. Still a 5-1 ball game as we go to the top of the third. Doc's coming up to bat on 541radio.com here on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
No runners left.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Dawson Gillespie leads things off for the Dr. Stewarts as he fouls away the first pitch for strike one. Welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Joey Keyran here with you, bringing you Doc Stewart's baseball here on the score and streaming the American Legion State Tournament online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. The 0-1 pitch, Dawson takes from Trey Newman low for ball one, a 1-1 count as we start out the third inning. Gillespie 1 for 1 in the game with a double to left field, his first time up, scored the first run of the game for the Docs. The 1-1 pitch from Newman. Out to left field, well hit again. Going to hang up a bit, long run in foul territory. Diving, making the catch, Josh Baptiste. Gillespie didn't quite square it up enough. That ball hanging up in the air and hooking foul, and a long run for Baptiste. He makes the play in foul territory for the first out. We'll bring up Spencer 6. The catcher flew out to center field in the first. He pulls one foul off his front foot for strike one. Doc's Baseball today is brought to you by Dr. Alanson Randall. The doctor is accepting new patients, the dentist, I should say. Dentist accepting new patients. You can give him a call at 541-378-6694. Spencer will take a moment there after fouling that ball off himself. 0-1 count. Newman breaking ball high and away for a 1-1 count. Docs with 2 hits in the first inning, scored a run there. Medford with 4 hits and 5 runs in the first. That is our ball game so far. The 1-1 fouled off by Spencer again out in front for strike two. 1 out with nobody on here in the top of the third. Docs looking to try and cut into this deficit, trailing Medford 5-1. 1-2 pitch. Misses inside. That's a tough pitch to lay off there for Spencer 6, but he does. And we'll have a 2-2 count. On the mound, Trey Newman out of his windup. The 2-2. Low. And the count will go full. Spencer has that motion at the plate where he does everything with his swing, every single pitch pretty much. So he can get those hands out there at the last second to foul off a pitch. The 3-2 gets this one well in the air out towards center field on the run. Boragine, that one over his head, bounces high off the wall. Spencer heading into second base. He's in with a standout double with 1 out here in the third. The Doc Stewarts with the heart of their lineup coming up, looking to try and take advantage of a runner in scoring position. Another ball just absolutely tattooed here today.
Number 18, Jet Black.
This is the kind of day you need a home run derby for. That is third extra base hit just for the Docs, and Medford had 3 in the first inning. First pitch here for Jay Stoffel, catches the inside corner. Jet Black will come up to bat. He takes strike one. Jet had a triple to right center in the first inning, scoring Dawson Gillespie from second. Will take low and outside, a 1-1 count. Still no wind, it appears, according to the American flag out in center field. A 1-1 pitch from Newman. Breaking ball low again, 2 balls and a strike. Here to watch the game. Members of the teams coming up for the next game here today. A 2-1 pitch, high and inside to Jet, 3 balls and a strike. The Post 6 Barbers out of the Portland area, sitting down in front of us here. They'll be taking on Eugene in the final game of the day, just 2 today. The Barbers have to win their game to stay alive. Eugene has clinched a spot in the championship games on Wednesday. Ball 4 to Jet Black on a 3-1 pitch. He'll race down to first base. Runners at first and second for the Docs with 1 away. For Trey Newman,
number 9, Jace.
That is his second walk of the game. He also has a hit batter. 1 out, Jay Stoffel batting. He popped out to the first baseman in foul territory. A ball right up against the fence line that Tanner Douglas able to stay focused on. The first pitch. Foul tip into the glove for strike 1. They're going to shift the outfield a bit more towards right field for Chase. The 0-1 pitch. Outside corner called strike 2. Stoffel down, 0-2 in the at-bat here. Chase batting .330 on the season coming into today's matchup. The 0-2 pitch out to right field. Going back there in Marsh. Looks like he's got a read on it, and he will pull it in for the second out. Tagging and heading for third goes Spencer 6. Another well-struck ball, but able to get there. Marsh tracking that ball down deep in the right field corner for the second out. 2 away. Dominic Titone will bat. Grounded out to second in the second inning.
Hitter, Dominic Titone.
Batting for Evan Corbin, the pitcher. Titone digs in, 0 for 1. A chance to try and drive in a run. If he could poke one in out there somewhere. Trey Newman trying to get through the third inning. Not giving up a run. Keeping the 4-run lead for the Mustangs. Breaking ball will catch over the outer half for strike 1. Newman checking first as he comes set. Runners on the corners with 2 down for the Docs. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Leaning out to that left corner. Jeremiah Robbins behind the plate. I'm not right behind home, but that lean made that pitch look outside. The 0-2 pitch here from Newman. Chopped down the first base side. Foul ball. Stay alive with the 0-2 count. That ball was in fair territory when it last hit the ground, but then had some English on it, and it kicked into foul territory for Tanner Douglas, the first baseman. Got his bare hand on it just as the ball went across that chalk line. 0-2 count for Dominic Titone. He'll get another chance at it here. At third base, Spencer 6. At first base, Jet Black. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Zach Ankeny, a nice high hopper, throws over to first base, and that will finish off the top of the third. The Docs leave a couple of men on base, 1 in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The 2 men left on. When we go to the bottom of the third, it's a 5-1 ball game. Medford in front on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The Signature Service Oil Change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one Signature Service Oil Change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car.
Come back for the bottom of the third inning, 5-1, Medford in front. All the runs coming in the first inning for both teams. Today's game brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them at 672-6707. Evan Corbin on the mound. His pitch in gets away. Ball 1 to Eli Westrick. Second baseman had a triple back in the first inning to drive in the second run of the game. A 1-0 pitch. Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes here against Westrick, the cleanup hitter. Still throwing down in the bullpen for the Docs is Austin Anderson from Medford. They keep having a whole group of players coming back out of the bullpen as a ball laced towards right field. Gets over the top of Cade Johnson. Just kept carrying. Westrick will round and head back to first. He's got a 2-for-2 day as he gets a leadoff single here in the third.
The next batter, designated hitter.
One on with nobody out. It'll bring up Aiden Horsley, the DH, 0-for-1 in the game, and ground out to third in the first inning. Evan Corbin into his third inning of work. Squares the bunt, does Horsley. He'll foul it down the third base side for strike 1. So this will be the longest outing in a couple of tries here for Evan Corbin. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up towards right field, long run. Kloffenstein into foul territory, diving head first, he makes it. Comes down awkwardly as he catches a knee and falls forward, but he makes the catch in foul territory. Outfielders getting a lot of running in out there for both teams.
10, Jeremiah Robbins.
And Horsley will be retired in foul territory with the foul out. Jeremiah Robbins will bat. He walked in the first inning. He hits here with 1 out and 1 on. Strike taken on the outside corner. Last 2 starts for Corbin. He went 2 1/3 and then 1 2/3. So I guess he has now matched that 2 1/3 that he had against Eugene when he first started feeling that soreness in his arm as he gets a swing and a miss on a breaking ball by Robbins. So good to see that he's getting this deep into a game, hoping that things are going to keep feeling more normal for him after a couple of tough tries. The 0-2 pitch, though, softly just pulled to left field for a base hit for Robbins. Didn't try to do too much with the 0-2 pitch. Got the barrel of the bat out there and pulled it into left field for a base knock. A couple of hits here in the third inning for the Mustangs. Runners at first and second with 1 away. And here comes Coach Jeremiah Robbins out to the mound. And we will get a call to the pen. So Corbin will get into the third inning, but he is going to come out here, and Austin Anderson will take over. A round of applause. 5-1, the lead. Medford in front. We get a call to the pen, brought to you by Shelby and Migulana Construction. Your local leaders for any project, big or small. 44 years of quality, affordable work. Give them a call or visit their website, webuildhouses.com. We'll take a 60-second break for the pitching change here on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
At At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Bottom of the third inning, it's a 5-1 lead for Medford on top of Roseburg in this elimination game on day 4 of the state tournament. Evan Corbin will exit the game after 2 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, right now credited with 5 runs, 3 walks, and no strikeouts. Austin Anderson will take over on the mound. Anderson, 25 innings worked, making his 9th appearance. He's got a 1-2 win-loss record, a 3.64 ERA, 36 strikeouts, 28 walks in those 25 innings. First pitch, strike 1. A swing and a miss out of Jace Miller, who walked in the first inning and scored a run. Miller, the third baseman, bats with runners at first and second and 1 out here in the bottom of the third. The 0-1 pitch, low and outside, got right through the legs of Spencer Six, but slowed it down and it just dies right behind him. The runners out at first and second will both hold. At second base is Eli Westrick, Jeremiah Robbins at first. A 1-1 pitch, fouled away for strike 2. Talked with Austin Anderson yesterday for actually it was 2 days ago we talked with Austin for our player interview, wrapping up our series of interviews with all of the Docs players that's presented by BTB Moving. We do have his interview posted up on his player bio page now. His 1-2 pitch, outside, 2-2 count. Those player interviews, always fun to do throughout a season. Just to kind of makes you bittersweet that the season is at this point in the year. The 2-2 pitch bounces in for Anderson, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Jason Miller. BTB Moving provides labor services for your moving needs in Douglas County and around the state of Oregon. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. Give them a call at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook. Ground ball, third base side. Foul ball. A late call, it looked like there from the home plate umpire. That ball down the line behind third. I couldn't tell. I am going to not make any sort of comment on whether or not the call was right. Could not tell from where I sit. Had some folks standing in front of me, so I will just say foul ball. Back to the plate, Jace Miller, 3-2 pitch. Austin Anderson trying to get out number 2. With runners at first and second. Ball popped up in the air out towards right center. On the run, Jet Black looks like he's got a read on it. He'll make the catch. Tagging and heading for third goes Westrick. And no throw by Takahashi, who cuts it off. So Westrick moves up 90 feet on the fly ball out to center by Jace Miller. 2 away, and Zach Ankeny will bat.
Next batter, number 16, Zach
Ankeny with a double to drive in a run with 2 outs in the first inning. He drove in 2 runs on that double. Medford with a double, 2 doubles, and a triple. They've got 6 hits total in the ball game. Medford leading a 5-1 over Roseburg here in the bottom of the third. Ankeny waits for that first pitch. Anderson will kick and deliver. Line drive shot right to Dawson Gillespie, who snags it out of the air, catches that in the palm, and he'll head into the dugout as the Docs get the defense they need behind Austin Anderson for the final out. 2 runners left on base for Medford. No runs on 2 hits. No Docs errors. We will come back for the top of the 4th inning. Midway point of this ball game, Docs need to get the offense going, trailing 5-1 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The Signature Service Oil Change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one Signature Service Oil Change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Back here for the top of the 4th inning, Docs. Baseball is brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County.
Better for the Docs.
7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Docs. Sebastian Watson, Cade Johnson, and Logan Klopfenstein against Trey Newman, still working on the mound for the Mustangs. First pitch, Watson will foul it down the third base side for strike 1. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Docs. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Medford. Through the first 4 innings, Medford trying to stay alive, see if they can win their 7th consecutive state title. Docs trying to win their first since 2010, but both these teams are behind the 8 ball. They have to win 3 times, including today, to try and win it all. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, and it gets Sebastian Watson on the backside. I think that wrapped around and hit him around the right hip, or excuse me, left hip.
Johnson.
Watson down to first, second hit batter of the game for Trey Newman. That'll be a leadoff man on base for the Docs. They have not had the leadoff man reach so far today until that one. First pitch here for Cade Johnson. Swing and a miss for strike 1. They're going to play Johnson as a pull hitter. 0-1 count. Johnson walked in the second. Pickoff throw to first. Watson back in safely. The 0-1 pitch. And that'll bean Cade Johnson. Back-to-back hit batters. That is 3 in the ball game. And Newman puts runners at first and second with nobody out. The 9-hitter Logan Klopfenstein, he was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Got hit on the top of the helmet.
50-50, folks are out there.
Klopfenstein will step to the bat with runners at first and second. Nobody out in action, heading back down to the bullpen for Medford.
To go along with all that cash that we're going to get.
Docs trying to work their way back into this one, trailing by 4 here in the top of the 4th inning. Newman on the mound will face Klopfenstein. Not a big lead out at second for Watson. Squaring to bunt, and Klopfenstein, a late decision to go after that pitch. He started to pull back, and then at the last second, tossed the barrel back out there and pushed that one foul down the first base side. An 0-1 count. Klopfenstein waits, squares to bunt again. He'll put it down. They'll go to third. It gets thrown away. Coming in to score will be Watson. That ball deep into the bullpen. They're going to send Johnson. He comes in to score. And holding at second base will be Klopfenstein. A 2-run throwing error for Medford. And the Docs will get some help there from the Mustangs. That'll be E1. So that'll be a fielder's choice for Klopfenstein, and then E1 to get him to second base. E1 scoring Sebastian Watson and Cade Johnson. So it'll be 5-3. In front is Medford over Roseburg. But the Docs with some life here. 2 runs in, nobody out. Top of the order coming up, and it looks like we'll probably have A pitching change coming up. Out to the mound, the coach for Medford. I don't know if that's Nate Maben or not. I'm going to assume that it is. He's got the entire infield in. And now we'll prompt a visit to the mound from our home plate umpire. Man out at second base will be Logan Kloffenstein after his attempt at a sac bunt goes awry for Medford. Fielded by Newman, who throws to third, trying to get the lead runner, and threw it away from Jace Miller, the third baseman. No pitching change. Newman will stay in this game. And they are very much trying to save, I guess, their bullpen here. Look, at this point in the season and at this point in the tournament, everybody's bullpens are getting depleted. And you got to kind of plan for tomorrow, at least with the hopes that you get there. So you got to kind of make some decisions, but you also got to hope that got to make sure you get to tomorrow. You can't leave something on the shelf planning to use it tomorrow and not get there. Takahashi at the plate. 0 for 2 today. First pitch, he takes low for ball 1. Laboring a bit on the mound, Trey Newman. Working out of his stretch with Kloffenstein at second base. Docs with 2 runs on an error here in the 4th. They trail 5-3. Takahashi takes low for ball 2 and a visit out to the mound for Jeremiah Robbins. There's been action in the bullpen since the first inning for Medford. Is now one of the coaches will come out to look down that direction to find out how things are looking. Docs Baseball today brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. 2-0 pitch. Bounces in, 3 balls, no strikes. I want to appreciate everybody that's tuning in to watch today's game. Nice crowd showing up for this earlier game here today, but a nice crowd online as well. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Video streaming sponsored by the Cow Creek Tribe. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk issued to Takahashi. He'll head down to first. Still at second base is Kloffenstein, and here comes another visit to the mound. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Nate Maben that's headed out there, who has been making these visits. Medford's going to make the move. So we'll get some things changed around here, and they're going to send a guy right to the bullpen, too, to start warming up. For Medford, Eli Westrick, the second baseman, goes right into the bullpen, and he'll start throwing. So we'll have some changes going on here. Trey Newman headed to the dugout. I believe they're bringing in right-hander A.J. Balsiger to take over on the mound. We'll get you all the defensive changes as we get a call to the pen for the Mustangs. It's presented by Shelby and Migulena Construction. Back after this 60-second break. Top of the 4th inning, Medford leading 5-3 here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Medford leading Roseburg 5-3 here in this elimination game on day 4 of the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Let's go ahead and pause real quick for a station identification as the new man takes over on the mound for the Mustangs. This is Docs Baseball on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Stewart's number 10, Dawson Gillespie.
A.J. Bolsiger will take over on the mound for the Mustangs. Trey Newman goes 3 innings, gave up 3 hits. Right now, 3 runs allowed, 3 walks, no strikeouts, and 3 hit batters. Bolsiger will face Dawson Gillespie, 1 for 2 in the game for him. He bats with 2 runners on and nobody outs. Showed bunt as Bolsiger picked up the front leg, then spun around 180 degrees to watch Logan Klopfenstein race back to the bag. Klopfenstein at second base, reaching on a fielder's choice, and then getting to second on the throwing error by Newman. On at first is Takahashi after a walk. Squaring to bunt, pushed it down the third base, or pulled it down the third base side for strike 1 for Gillespie. It'll be an 0-1 count for Dawson. A.J. Bolsiger on the mound from North Medford High School, class of 2020. I think maybe a helicopter off in the distance somewhere. Back to the plate goes Gillespie after a meeting with Coach Jeremiah Robbins. Robbins coaches from the dugout. At third base, Coach Tim Sester. At first base, Coach Jake Whistler. The 0-1 pitch for Bolsiger against Gillespie. Step off, a throw to second base will not be there in time. They did have Klopfenstein kind of off the bag, but nobody was covering at first. The second baseman, that is Eli Westrick, who went to the bullpen to throw a couple of pitches, get loose, and then went back into the game at second base while Bolsiger was warming up. The 0-1 pitch popped up in the air, diving attempt, and catch made on the bunt attempt by Gillespie. So 1 away on the sack bunt attempt. Yeah, there's got to be a helicopter somewhere. I saw some people pointing.
Now batting Spencer, 6.
I can't see it, but it's nearby somewhere. 1 out, still runners at first and second. Spencer 6 will bat. He had a double his last time up. He takes on the outside corner for strike 1. There is the river nearby, although it doesn't seem like a normal spot for firefighter crews to be getting water from. The 0-1 pitch to Spencer. Left side foul out of the stadium for strike 2. Streaming of the American Legion State Tournament sponsored by BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs in Douglas County and around the state of Oregon. Find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. The 0-2 pitch for Spencer. Ground ball back up the middle, picked up by Bolsiger, throws to second for 1. The relay to first gets Medford out of the inning. Sharp comebacker by Spencer goes right to the mound. Bolsiger snags it and makes the play. That'll be a 1-6-3 double play to finish off the Docs here in the 4th inning. But they get 2 runs in. 2 runs come in on no hits. There was 1 Medford error and 1 man left on base for the Docs. They trail by 2, 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Josh Baptiste.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 5-3. Medford in front of the Docks. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Mustangs against Austin Anderson on in relief of Evan Corbin. Both teams going to their bullpens already here in the ball game. Austin Anderson misses low to Josh Baptiste for ball one. Docks baseball today brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home as a quick one-hopper towards Takahashi at short. Rifles one across the diamond for the out at first to retire Josh Baptiste, one away here in the fourth inning.
Number 14, Cody Boragine.
The Mustangs will send up top of the order Cody Boragine as the post six Barbers get ready to go start getting warmed up for their game coming up next. Out of the windup for Anderson to Boragine, the lefty, pulls it to second baseman Cade Johnson. Fumbled it at first, but picks it up quickly and puts out Boragine for a second time. 2 down for Medford here in the bottom of the fourth. Fisher's Hearth and Home is serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. 2 away quickly for Anderson. Darren Marsh will bat. He takes the first pitch, strike one on the inside corner. Marsh is 1 for 1 in the game with a double and a walk. He takes low for ball one. Both those at-bats against Evan Corbin. Anderson facing his fifth batter. Gets strike two on the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes against the 2-hitter for the Mustangs. The 1-2 count. Bounces in again. Can't get him to chase. Coming up next today, it's the 3 o'clock game, Eugene and Post 6 Barbers. It's a 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, second base. Johnson looks it into his glove, takes a moment, sets up and throws, and retires Darren Marsh. A 1-2-3 inning for Austin Anderson as Medford goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll head to the top of the fifth. 5-3, Medford in front. Docks trying to claw their way back in and keep their season going on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Head to the top of the fifth inning, late stages of this ball game. Both these teams trying to cling on to life in their 2021 summer. Roseburg 3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error as a designated visiting team. Medford 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Mustangs. Joey Keyran here with you as we begin the fifth inning. It'll be Jet Black leading things off. Today's game brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. The first pitch, Jet takes a breaking ball from A.J. Balsiger for strike one. A Balsiger taking over for Trey Newman, who will go 3 innings. Gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, no strikeouts, 3 hit batters. As they pitch in the dirt for a 1-1 count to Jet. 3's wild there with Trey Newman. 1-1 pitch here for the big righty Balsiger. Breaking ball, he misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Docks have seen Balsiger in the past. It's a 2-1 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Charging in, Zach Ankeny. Throw on the run. Just off the top of the dirt there at first base. Making the catch over there at first. That might be Chase Costanti now in.
The next batter, number 9, Jace Stoffel.
Nope, excuse me, that is a 9, not a 0. That is still Tanner Douglas at first. One away, Jay Stoffel reaches, pulls one towards short, a high hop, long throw, just in time to get Stoffel. Ankeny will get it there just a fraction ahead of Jace. As he raced down the line, there's 2 away, and Dominic Titone will bat. Ballsiger trying to make quick work of the Docs here in the top of the 5th. They trail 5-3, looking for a rally. First pitch high and inside to Dom for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Titone flares out to left field, charging in. Diving attempt goes off the glove for Baptiste. Titone rounding. He slips going around first, and that's probably okay. He heads back to first base with the 2-out single to left. First hit of the game for Dominic Titone. Out in left field, Josh Baptiste doing everything he could to try and get that ball in his glove. Diving head first, couldn't glove it, but he did knock it down, and he kind of actually knocked it back towards the infield to Zach Ankeny as they get the ball back in quickly, holding Titone to just a single. Sebastian Watson will bat. He was hit by a pitch his last time up against Trey Newman. He takes well outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Ballsiger will throw over to first base. Nearly threw it away. Kind of just threw it over there out of obligation, it felt like, once he stepped off the mound, but he threw low, and at first base, Tanner Douglas looked like he wasn't necessarily expecting that he would actually throw it to him. The 1-0 pitch pops him up, back behind home, chasing up against the netting, and that one on the roof for strike 1 against Watson. A.J. Ballsiger threw 5 2/3 innings, gave up only 2 hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk against the Docs back on June 9th. Second game of the season for the Docs. Medford at that point had played already double-digit games. They ended up winning that game 9-2. 2 balls and a strike against Sebastian Watson. The 2-1 pitch here for the righty Ballsiger against the righty Sebastian Watson. Time takes a strike. Time not called. And Watson had been stepping out of the box, thought that he had called time, and did not get the call. He giving a glare a bit there to the umpire. He was stepping out well before the pitcher started. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Watson will go down looking with a man on at first. First strikeout for either pitching staff in the ballgame, and it wraps up things here in the 5th for the Docs. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. Docs trail by 2 going to the bottom of the 5th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Medford hanging on to a 5-3 lead. Tanner Douglas will lead things off for the Mustangs. Against Austin Anderson, he takes low and inside for ball 1. Docs Baseball today brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or visit them or give them a call at 541-459-1545. Pitch fouled away by Douglas, gives him a 1-1 count. AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament here from Roseburg's Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. Day 4 of the tournament whittled down to the final 4 teams. 2-1 pitch. Anderson, ground ball, comebacker, snags it. Will head over to first, underhands it to Jay Stoffel. Stoffel hands the ball right back to him. And that is an out to lead things off here in the 5th for the Mustangs. 1 down. Up to bat will be Eli Westrick. The second baseman is 2 for 2 in the game. His first at bat against Austin Anderson. First pitch, swung on and missed. Breaking ball had him fooled there. Westrick with a RBI triple and a single to lead off things in the 3rd. The 0-1 pitch bounces all the way to the backstop for ball 1. Down to Eugene, who has clinched a berth in the championship game tomorrow. No matter what happens today, they do not have a loss, so even if they lose against the Barbers today, they are automatically into Wednesday. Eugene, Post 6 Barbers out of Portland, Roseburg, and Medford is crossed up on another breaking ball. Eli Westrick, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Area 4, well represented with 3 of the final 4 teams. The 1-2 pitch, bounces in, couldn't fool him on that one, 2-2 count. Medford, no stranger to this position. Eugene trying to win their first title in a while as a swing and a miss, strike 3. Mentioned there had not been any strikeouts. Well, the 5th inning appears to be the inning to get them. Ballseeger had one to finish out the top of the 5th. Now Anderson gets the first strikeout for the Docks pitchers here in the 5th inning for the second out as Westrick will go down swinging. 2 away. Ground ball foul, third base side for Aiden Horsley to start out his at-bat. All strikeouts by Docks pitchers are presented by Mountain Mike's Pizza, making sure that your next pizza night isn't a swing and a miss. It's Mountain Mike's Pizza the way it ought to be. 0-1 pitch for Anderson out of his windup, swung on and missed, going after the high pitch there for Horsley. I could not tell if that maybe a changeup there for Anderson. It kind of felt like it could have been. The 0-2 pitch as he tries to finish it off. He will miss high and away. A 1-2 count. Horsley 0 for 2 in the game. A ground out and a pop out. And he will take inside. That one buzzing him back. 2-2 now for Anderson. Docks will have 6 outs left to work with to try and make a 2-run deficit. As it stands right now is a pitch in the dirt. Tag applied by Spencer. And that will finish things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Another strikeout for Austin Anderson. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Doc Stewart's trail 5-3. Looking to try and make their way back into this game against the Mustangs on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Swimming season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Welcome you back for the top of the 6th inning. Docks baseball taking on Medford in this elimination game. A.J. Ballsinger still on the mound as he will face the 8-9-1 hitters for Roseburg. Docks baseball today brought to you by the Smile Station, your destination for aesthetically crafted smiles. Cade Johnson, who is still looking for his first official at-bat of the game. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. He will lead things off here in the 6th. Docs trail 5-3, trying to come back and knock Medford out of the tournament. Nobody's been able to do that in the last 6 seasons. So strike taken by Cade Johnson. An 0-1 count to lead off his at-bat. The 0-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Balsiger on 3 straight pitches gets Cade Johnson. The strikeout's starting to come now. That's 2 now for both pitchers in this game. Logan Klopfenstein will bat, the 9-hitter. He is 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, and he will take strike 1. Klopfenstein pops one up foul, out of play. Yeah, out of play, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch here. Breaking ball misses high and inside. And a hit batter again for a second time in the game. Logan Klopfenstein will get hit by a pitch. Runner on for the Docs. 4th hit batter for Medford pitchers. Brings up the top of the order, Austin Takahashi with 1 out and 1 on. Throw over to first base. Back in goes Klopfenstein. Runner on at first, 1 away. First pitch to Takahashi, high and away from Balsiger, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch. Top of the 6th inning. Docs down to their final 5 outs, trying to rally back down by 2. Strike at the knees for Takahashi. Pitch misses low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Takahashi waits. He is 0 for 2 with a walk his last time up. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. The 2-2. Out towards center field. Right to Cody Boragine, who will get underneath it. There is your second out on the fly ball for Takahashi. 2 down for the Mustangs. Dawson Gillespie will bat.
Batter number 10.
Gillespie 1 for 3 in the game. First pitch for Dawson with a man on at first. High, ball 1. And a visit out to the mound for Nate Mabin. And they are going to make a quick change here with A.J. Balsiger. Probably trying to help save him for tomorrow if they can. And they're going to go piecemeal here and just try and keep everybody under certain pitch limits to be able to keep them available for tomorrow if they're able to get there for Medford. They will make a change. And the new man on the mound is going to be Eli Westrick. He comes in. It's a 1-0 count for Dawson Gillespie when we return after this call to the pin, brought to you by Shelby and Migolena Construction on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Eli Westrick will take over on the mound for A.J. Ballsiger as they play the pitching count limit game here in this one. Taking over at second base for Westrick will be Rowan Amon. A.J. Ballsiger goes 2 2/3 innings, gave up 1 hit. Right now, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Westrick will take over on the mound, facing Dawson Gillespie with a 1-0 count, 2 outs, and a man on at first. Pitch inside. 2-0 count. Now for Dawson, who again is 1 for 3 with a double back in the first. The 2-0 pitch. Out towards right field, drifting foul, and that ball will land in the bullpen for Medford for strike 1.
Those 50-50 tickets, you got 2 more to give away.
2 balls and 1 strike against Dawson Gillespie here in the top of the 6th of this elimination game. Docs trail 5-3 here at home, the home host team, but the visiting team in this matchup. 2-1 pitch to Gillespie. Strike 2 at the knees on the outer half. Docs with 2 down here in the 6th inning. Now down to their final 4 outs in this ball game to try and overcome this 2-run deficit. A 2-2 from Westrick. Runner going. The pitch high. Throw down to second base. Goes into center field and going to hang tight at second base is Logan Kloffenstein. He'll get the steal. Puts him into scoring position. A full count at the plate for Dawson Gillespie. Medford trying to survive and keep their hopes of their state champion streak alive. Dawson Gillespie at the plate trying to turn some things around for the Docs here late in this game. Eli Westrick, the new man on the mound. The 3-2 pitch. High for ball 4. First and second for the Docs. Heart of the lineup coming up here. Spencer Six will stand in. A double in the 3rd for him. Grounded into an inning-ending double play back in the 4th. The veteran catcher stands in, left-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher. First pitch outside for ball 1. Big chance here for the Docs with 2 outs. A rally could get some momentum back in their corner. Trailing 5-3 here in the top of the 6th against Medford. The 1-0 pitch. High for a 2-0 count. Two balls, no strikes. Eli Westrick working out of his stretch here. At second base, Logan Kloffenstein. Gillespie at first. High and inside to Spencer. 3 balls, no strikes now. On the verge of possibly walking the bases loaded for the cleanup hitter, Jet Black. 3-0 count. Westrick trying to not let Spencer off the hook here. His pitch is in for strike one. Eugene still hanging out over there in their warm-up clothes, as their game will be coming up at 3 o'clock. They'll take on the Post 6 Barbers. A 3-1 pitch. Strike two taken by Spencer. And now he finds himself with a full count pitch coming up. First and second are occupied. There is a base open, so Walk loads him up. Base hit here could get the Docs within a run. 3-2 pitch coming up for Westrick. The righty checks second. Time called before the pitch. This time the umpire granting the timeout by Spencer 6. The last half inning for the Docs ended with Sebastian Watson, who tried to do that but didn't get granted it, took a strike. Stepping off, Westrick will reset. The next game coming up again at 3 o'clock. We'll have coverage for you. It'll be on the video player at 541radio.com. So watch it there, thanks to sponsorship from the Cow Creek Tribe, as Westrick will make a move back to second, but no throw, no one covering the bag against Logan Kloffenstein. The shortstop's Hank Aiken, he's been in the area. Rowan Amon is playing about 10 feet deep into right field as he plays for the pole hitter Spencer 6. Line drive out towards right center. That ball gets down. One run's going to come in. They're waving around Gillespie. He's heading to the plate. Docs will tie it up as Spencer 6 will get a two-run, two-out double to right center. His second double of the ball game, and we got a whole new ball game. A two-out double to right center, and the Docs are back in it. Kloffenstein scores from second. Gillespie all the way around from first. It's tied 5-5 in this elimination ball game. And that'll bring up Jet Black with a man in scoring position.
Number 18, Jet Black.
And Jet Black will try to give the Docs their first lead, since he did it back in the first inning with a triple to score Dawson Gillespie. The Docs led 1-0 at that time, but they gave up the lead quickly in the bottom of the first as Medford scored 5 times to pull ahead 5-1 against Roseburg. But Medford now giving up a couple of runs in a couple of different innings. And Roseburg's back in it, tied 5-5. The 1-0 pitch coming up for Westrick against Black. Jed will take a strike on the outside corner. Jet with that triple in the first, his only hit of the ball game. He's 1 for 2, walked in the third inning. Spencer 6 out at second base. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball bounces outside, knocked down by Jeremiah Robbins behind the plate. Important job here. Not a man at third, but if Spencer could move up 90 feet, makes it easier to try and get him home on a base hit. 2-1 count for Jet Black. Westrick on, he's the third pitcher for Medford. The 2-1 pitch, breaking ball, hits the top end of the zone for strike 2. Docs Baseball today brought to you by Flyaway Travel. If you're planning to get away on that long-awaited vacation, book your travel plans with Flyaway Travel, 672-5701. 2-2 pitch coming up for Westrick as he settles in. His 2-2 pitch. Pulled towards left field, just foul. Hooking just above the glove of Jace Miller, fading into foul territory down the left field line. That slice there. I guess trying to think of my golf terms here. There's a slice when you pull it and a hook when you push it the other direction. Or maybe I got those backwards, I think. Either way, that ball's foul. It's still a 2-2 count for Jet. Westrick trying to get the final out here in the top of the 6th as the Docs have rallied back to tie it. The 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Big out there for Eli Westrick and the Medford Mustangs, but the Docs will get the runs they needed. They've tied this ball game up here in the top of the 6th. 2 runs come in on 1 hit. There were no Medford errors and 1 man left on base. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Docs tied up with Medford here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Sixth inning, number 10, Jeremiah Robbins.
Back here for the bottom of the sixth. It's tied up 5-5. Roseburg scoring twice in the top of the sixth to even up the score. Medford will have Jeremiah Robbins to lead things off. And the first pitch from Austin Anderson is inside his breaking ball, missing there for ball one. A 1-0 count. Fastball popped up, foul territory. Jay Stoffel chasing in front of the Medford dugout. Makes the catch for out number one. Foul out for Robbins. He is now 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a single. One away here in the bottom of the sixth. Jace Miller will bat. He is 0 for 1 with a walk in the first. Strike one for Miller. Miller was the first batter to face off against Austin Anderson, who came on in relief in the third of Evan Corbin. Fouls off a pitch for strike two. Bottom of the sixth here in a 7-inning ball game. The 0-2 pitch from Anderson. Got him to swing and miss. Caught by Spencer for strike three. Third strikeout of the game for Austin Anderson. All Doc's pitching strikeouts brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza, making sure your next pizza night isn't a strikeout. That's Mountain Mike's. It's pizza the way it ought to be. 1 for 2 today for Zach Ankeny as he digs in with 2 outs and nobody on. He had a 2-run double in the first. Breaking ball misses high and inside. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1 for Anderson against Ankeny. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball outside. It skipped into the glove for Spencer. Popped up and he caught it with his bare hand. It was only strike 2 though. A 1-2 pitch coming up here. Anderson out of his windup. The righty fires. Swung on and missed. Caught again. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Austin Anderson. And we will head to the 7th with this game tied 5-5. Both teams looking to try and win it in the final frame. Come back. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a ball game here for you. 5-5 game going to the 7th. The winner moves on to Championship Wednesday here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Well, we welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field as we go to the top of the 7th, tied at 5. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Roseburg. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Mustangs. Leading things off for Roseburg, for Roseburg, it'll be Jay Stoffel. We'll take ball 1. Jay Stoffel facing off against Eli Westrick. The right-hander, third pitcher used by Medford today, will get a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 count. The 2-1 pitch. I think it's actually a 2-1 count now. Jace will pop one up, gets out of play for strike 2. Two. Yep, that is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch here for Westrick. Fouled away by Stoffel. You don't have the lights on. It's not late at night, but boy, the intensity is just as thick as it was last night when Medford and Eugene were squaring off. Some great ball games here today, here at this tournament this season. The 2-2 pitch out towards center field on the run. Boragine, that's over his head, off the wall. Heading for second base goes Stoffel, and he's in with a stand-up double. Looks to the dugout, and he's got him up on the top rail. Docs have the go-ahead runner at second base with nobody out here in the top of the 7th. The ball just absolutely flying around the yard here today. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 doubles and a triple on the day for the Docs. And Medford has a number of extra base hits themselves as Nate Maben will head out to the mound to talk with his defense. Nobody out. You got to think maybe the Docs look at some small ball here. Strategy time. Dominic Tatone at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Had a single his last time up. Nobody down in the bullpen right now for the Mustangs. So it looks like more than likely just discussing strategy here. The umpire will come out there. Docs baseball today. It's been brought to you by SoCo Coffee Company, our pregame show sponsor. Our starting lineup sponsor, Umpqua Golf Club. They've got that triple play membership. You can find out more at umpqua.golf, and by Cooper's Pest Control, our defensive starting sponsor. Thanks to all of our sponsors that have helped make American Legion baseball possible this summer here on The Score. What a year it's been. It's been a fun one. It's gone by way too fast, too. Home crowd trying to get loud here in the top of the 7th as the Docs in a tie ball game 5-5 with Medford. The go-ahead run out at second base. Dominic Tatone up to bat. Strategy time for both teams. Corner's playing in a bit, expecting a possible bunt and a look back to second base for Westrick before the first pitch. Tatone, the DH, has grounded out twice. Left-handed batter. Nobody out. First pitch for Westrick. Tatone not showing a bunt. He takes strike 1 on the inside corner at the knees. Oh, 1 count. At second base, Jay Stoffel after the leadoff double to straightaway center. Tatone now squaring to bunt. He'll pop it up foul for strike 2. So 2 strikes against him. You got to expect they look for him to swing away here. The thing that may work in his favor. Tatone, usually a bit of a pull hitter. If you can go right side, it should hopefully give Jay Stoffel a chance to try and get to third, even if it's a ground out. The 0-2 pitch here. Westrick looking hard to second base, now delivers in. Fouled away out towards the parking lot. Tatone will stay alive. And somebody's car may have some new characteristics. 0-2 count with nobody out. Top of the 7th, 5-5 ball game. Runner at second base for the Docs in this elimination game. Dominic Titone at the plate. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And Westrick will get a big first out there. That is the second strikeout of the game for Eli Westrick.
Next batter, number 2.
One out.
Watson.
Big strikeout for Westrick. He'll face Sebastian Watson, who's 0 for 2 in the game, was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. First pitch. It's a low outside corner for strike 1. Watson last time up struck out looking, but has not faced Eli Westrick yet. The 0-1 pitch, that time outside, a 1-1 count. It went back to about the same spot there, went back to the well. That time the pitch by Westrick just a little bit further outside. A 1-1 count, Westrick taking his time out there. At second base, Jay Stoffel. And time called. This time Watson will get the time. Tense moment. Season on the line for both these teams. They both want to play tomorrow and hope to win twice tomorrow and win a state title. The 1-1 pitch here for Westrick. Delivers. Watson takes again on the outside corner, and again it's called for strike 2. They've gone to about the same spot 3 straight pitches here against Watson. Twice it's been a strike, once it has not. 2 strikes against Watson with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. So now do they go with a breaking ball maybe on that low outside corner? Trying to get him chasing something outside the zone. Westrick sets up out of the stretch, kicks and delivers. It's fouled away by Sebastian out towards the other parking lot down the right field side. Stays a 1-2 count for him. Still just 1 out here in the top of the 7th after the leadoff double by Jay Stoffel, a man in scoring position. The battle continues. The chess match goes on. The 1-2 pitch for Watson. Westrick steps off. Sebastian Watson from Roseburg High School at the plate. Will be a senior coming up next year. Back with the Docs hopefully next summer. His 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Westrick back-to-back strikeouts. Big outs there for Medford. 2 big outs there, and it'll come down to Cade Johnson here with 2 outs.
Number 1,
to try and get something going, take advantage of the leadoff double by Jay Stoffel. Johnson hit by a pitch, walked, and a strikeout. The strikeout came against A.J. Ballsiger in the last at-bat. 3 strikeouts in the game now for Westrick. Johnson trying to do anything to get Jay Stoffel moving at least to third with 2 outs here. First pitch, low and outside for ball 1. On deck is Logan Klopfenstein, the 9-hitter. A 1-0 count. Top of the 7th. Westrick delivers. The Docs hitters are going to have to learn that pitch is a strike pretty much every time now. The outside corner has got a lot of black to it here in this top of the 7th at least. A 1-1 count. Johnson waits. That one too far outside. Sits underneath. Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher. He locates it quickly, and Stoffel will stay at second base. 2 balls, 1 strike. The defense playing middle depth out there in the outfield for Cade Johnson. A 2-1 pitch to him. Outside for ball 3. Pulling too hard on that pitch. Westrick misses outside. A walk would bring up Logan Klopfenstein and put runners at first and second. Deep breath, everybody. Boy, as we're sitting on the edge of our seat here at the stadium as well. This is a big game here for everybody involved. 3-1 count. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Full count pitch coming up here. A man at second base for Medford. Doc's trying to take advantage of that leadoff double. Trying to get the lead back in favor since the first inning. 3-2 pitch. Westrick sets. He kicks and fires. Swung on and miss. He'll strike out the side. After a leadoff double for Jay Stoffel, the Doc Stewarts cannot take the lead. No runs, no one hit, no errors for Medford, and one man left on base for the Docs. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. A 5-5 ball game. Doc's trying to force it to extras here on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For the Docs in the seventh.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Baptiste.
Well, we welcome you back here. Big 3 outs coming up for Austin Anderson as he faces Medford in the bottom of the seventh in a tie 5-5 ball game. A swing and a miss on the first pitch for Josh Baptiste, the 9-hitter. Off-speed pitch misses outside for Anderson. Anderson, 4 strikeouts in his relief appearance of Evan Corbin. Tie ball game here. Ground ball towards short. Takahashi. Over to Jay Stoffel, 1 away for the Mustangs. Tied at 5. So we are here in the bottom of the seventh. Doc's trying to keep this game going.
Cody Borgine.
It'll bring up Cody Borgine, the leadoff man. First pitch, swing and a miss on the delivery from Anderson. Well, 0-1 pitch coming up. Swung on and missed again. The breaking ball had him crossed up. Missing on the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes here for Borgine, who is 1 for 3. Ground ball, third base side, gets into left field. And Borgine will have his second hit of the game. First time on base since he reached in the first inning. That will be the game-winning run at first for Medford.
The next batter, number 27, Darren Marsh.
Brings up Darren Marsh with 1 on and 1 away. Doc's looking for a ground ball they can try and turn 2 on. Squaring to bunt. Pulled back at the last second. Did he go around? No, he did not. And the home crowd doesn't like the call. One ball, no strikes here against Marsh. Strike hits the inside corner, a 1-1 count for the right fielder. Darren had the double back in the first. Austin Anderson got him to ground out to second base in the fourth. 1-1 pitch, 1 on, 1 away. Pickoff throw to first. Back in goes Boragine. Bottom of the 7th inning, 5-5 ball game. The 1-1 outside. Last night it was Eugene walking off against Medford. They're trying to get their own here. 2-1 count. And time called. Spencer's going to reset as he asks Anderson to step off, and they'll go back through the signals. 2-1 pitch here for Anderson. Marsh waits. Pickoff throw to first base. On deck, Tanner Douglas has the heart of the order coming here for Medford. Another throw back over to first quickly there for Anderson. 2 balls and 1 strike against Darren Marsh. Pops him up. That out towards second base, fighting the sun. Cade Johnson able to shade his eyes the whole way through and makes the grab back behind first for the out. 2 down. That's a big put out there for the Docs. 1 more takes us to extra innings. Tanner Douglas, he is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Bats with 2 away and 1 on. Anderson sets. First pitch, breaking ball, stays up. 1-0 count. Whew, what a ball game. This tournament, man. Just thinking back to all the great games we've seen. What a fun 5 days we've had so far. As ball fouled away, 1-1 count. It actually hasn't even been the full 5 days yet. We're only in day 4. It would be the 5th day, I guess, of action if you count the play-in round, which there were some good games there as well. Whew, some great baseball this summer here in the state of Oregon. The 1-1 pitch for Anderson. Pickoff throw. Ooh, a little high. You got to be careful. You obviously don't want to give up extra bases to a runner without a reason. And if a ball gets by at first, there's a lot of room for that to roll around. 1-1 pitch here to Douglas. Breaking ball hits the inside corner to the lefty for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Austin Anderson trying to get the Docs through the bottom of the 7th. His 1-2 pitch. Just a bit outside for ball 2. Fans thought they just saw strike 3. So the at-bat will go 1 more pitch here for Tanner Douglas at least. His 2-2 offering from Anderson. The righty delivers. Swung on and missed. There's 2 outs. Spencer up with it, throws down to Jason. We're headed to extras. We got free baseball. First time in the tournament that we will go to extra innings in a ball game. No runs on 1 hit for Medford. There were no errors for the Docs, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to extra innings, top of the 8th inning. Docs in a 5-5 ball game with Medford here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Current Orthodontics."
Buy 1, get 1 free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy 1 signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy 1 signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get 1 free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
Well, for the first time here in the 2021 AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament, we go to extra innings before we get the top of the 8th started. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball. You're on The Score. It'll be Logan Klopfenstein to lead things off for the Docs against Eli Westrick. Klopp squares to bunt but takes outside for ball 1 as we start the top of the 8th inning. Docs led off the 7th with a double by Jay Stoffel, but they couldn't get him around to score. So now they'll try to do it here in extras. Klopp will foul off the second pitch for strike 1. Game's so good, it doesn't want to end here. 1-1 count between Roseburg and Medford. We are tied at 5 as a pitch misses outside for Westrick. 2 balls and a strike. Westrick loves trying to go to that outside corner against these right-handed batters. That was the pitch in the last half inning. The 2-1 goes back there again. Softly line drive hit back to the mound. Caught for the first out. Klopp going back up the middle, but didn't quite get enough behind it, and it just goes right back to Westrick for the out. So 1 away, top of the order. Austin Takahashi takes strike 1, the lefty. Our scoring here today, it was 1-0 after the top of the first. Roseburg took the lead. It's a pitch inside, almost gets Takahashi, but it misses for ball 1. Docs led 1-0 after the top of the first. Then Medford scored 5 in the bottom of the first to take the lead. Docs added 2 in the 4th to get within 2 and tied it up in the 6th. We're tied at 5 here in extras. Swing and a miss out of Takahashi. Strike 2. Tak is 0 for 3 in the game with 3 flyouts. A 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, third base side, knocked down by Miller. Gets to it, throw to first. Just ahead of Takahashi. Almost beat that out. But Miller will recover and get it there just in the nick of time. 2 down.
Dawson Gillespie.
Dawson Gillespie will bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Walked his last time up and eventually came around to score 1 of 2 runs in the 6th. He has scored twice in the game and takes a pitch at the top of the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Westrick will miss outside. 1-1 count. Sun's starting to break through a little bit through the hazy, overcast day here. Temperature seeming to warm up a little bit. Been in the 70s, but it is muggy here today. 1-1. Gillespie, line drive shot into left field. Docs will have some life here in the top of the 8th. A 2-out single by Gillespie. Second hit of the game. He is now 2 for 4. Bring up Spencer 6, who has a pair of doubles in the contest. 79 right now here in Roseburg, and we're looking at 33% humidity. Starting to break a little bit. Spencer 6, first pitch from Westrick, fouls it away for strike 1. Spencer had the double against Westrick in the 6th to drive in the game-tying runs, both Dawson Gillespie and Logan Klopfenstein. The 0-1 pitch from Westrick to the lefty. Inside corner for strike 2. 0-2 count with 2 down and a man on at first for the Docs. Spencer will dig back in. They play him pretty straight up, except for Rowan Amon playing deep in at second base into the outfield grass. The 0-2 pitch outside for Spencer. 1-2 count for the Docs 3-hitter. Jet Black waits on deck. Westrick's 1-2. On at first base, Dawson Gillespie. Spencer will call time, and the pitch coming in. Spencer gets to see it, but it does not count. Both teams trying to keep their season going into Wednesday. We're in the top of the 8th, tied at 5. The 1-2 from Westrick. Strike 3 call. Spencer watches it go by. Westrick works the breaking ball in, and that'll sit the Docs down. They've been able to come through in the game, but they have not been able to get that clutch hit to try and get this one in their favor. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base. We will head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-5 ball game. Medford coming up when we return on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
No runs on 1 hit.
At Kern Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Kern Orthodontics.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Bottom of the 8th inning, we'll start out with strike 1 from Austin Anderson against Eli Westrick as we welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field. An elimination game between Roseburg and Medford going into extra innings, tied at 5. A 1-1 count here for Eli Westrick, who is 2 for 3 today. The 1-1 pitch from Anderson hits the inside corner with his fastball for strike 2. Westrick is 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Anderson today. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, chopper towards short. Takahashi right on target over to Stoffel for out number 1. Aiden Horsley will bat 0 for 3 today for the DH.
Aiden Horsley.
And we will have a last second change. Horsley will head back to the dugout. And actually, that wasn't even Horsley to begin with.
Mustangs, number 13, Gavin Schmidt.
It'll be Gavin Schmidt the bat. So a pinch hitter here. Gavin Schmidt, first trip to the plate. A graduating senior in the class of 2021 from Medford, North Medford High School. First pitch, close, but misses inside for ball 1. A 1-0 count with nobody on, 1 away. Anderson works 1 over the plate for strike 1. Sun's starting to brighten things up here at the ballpark. Here on this Tuesday afternoon, the 1-1, ground ball, third base side. Off the glove for Gillespie. Up over the head, he had to reach to get to that ball. Taking some high hops off of the spongy turf here at Champion Car Wash Field.
Number 10,
and as he reached up, running towards second base to field that ball, it popped off his glove. It'll be the second error of the game for the Docs. And it puts the winning run on base for Medford. Courtesy or pinch runner will come on, upgrading with speed on the bases for Medford as they try to keep their season going. Johnny King will take over at first base. Austin Anderson faces Jeremiah Robbins for a second time. First time he popped out to the first baseman in foul territory. Strike 1 against him. Tied at 5 here in the bottom of the 8th. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses low and inside. A 1-1 count. A looks like we'll probably get a bit of a later start to our next game of the day between Eugene and the Post 6 Barbers. A 1-1 pitch. High for Anderson for ball 2. Five runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Docs. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Medford. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 5, and a strike in for Anderson evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Doc's looking for that double play ball here. A 2-2. Strike 3, got him looking. Robbins will go down. And for Austin Anderson, a big strikeout there. It's his 6th of the ball game.
Miller.
All Doc's pitching strikeouts brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Jace Miller will bat. He's 0 for 2 in the game, walked in the first. Faces Anderson for a second time. First pitch hits the inside corner for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Anderson. Off speed, hits the outer half for strike 2. Doc's trying to force it to the 9th. Anderson 1 strike away from getting Miller here. The 0-2 pitch coming up with a man at first. Check swing. Oh, not strike 3. The Docs were practically in the dugout. Miller will get another pitch. Anderson. 1-2. Off speed, got him. It took 1 extra, but he gets it anyways. Another Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout, and Austin Anderson will get the Docs through the 8th and into the 9th inning. Still tied at 5. No runs, no hits. There was 1 Docs error, 1 man left on base. We'll head to the top of the 9th inning, tied at 5 here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
One free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy 1 signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The Signature Service Oil Change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy 1 Signature Service Oil Change with Pennzoil, get 1 free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Top of the 9th inning, a 5-5 ball game. Docs coming up the bat with the 4, 5, 6 hitters, trying to break this one and see if they can win and move into tomorrow's game and try and win twice tomorrow to win a state title. Game-winning run gets on base as the first pitch from Eli Westrick will hit Jet Black. That is the 5th hit batter of the game for the Medford Mustangs pitching staff. Back here for the 9th inning, Joey Keyran with you, bringing you Docs baseball here on the score and online at 541radio.com. Quick defensive note here. Chase Costante's at second base. I think they had Rowan Amon coming up to hit, and that's when they went to that pinch hitter in the 8th inning for the Mustangs, going to Gavin Schmidt. And Amon had been the second baseman, so they bring in Costante at second base defensively. On the mound, Eli Westrick, his first pitch to Jay Stoffel is in for strike 1. Stoffel with the leadoff double in the 7th inning over the head of Cody Boragine in center. As a pickoff throw, Jet back into first base. That led off the 8th inning or 7th inning, but the Docs were unable to bring him in. Westrick's 0-1 pitch here to Stoffel. Chase ground ball towards second. Costanti flips to Ankeny over to first base. They'll get a double play to clear the bases. One swing of the bat, turning the tide there. That'll go down as a 4-6-3 double play. 2 down, nobody on base for the Docs. So with nobody on, it'll be Dominic Tatone to try and get a runner on and keep this inning going for the Docs, looking for a 2-out rally. Docs had a 2-out rally in the 6th inning to tie the game up on the double by Spencer 6. The first pitch to Tatone, inside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch here for Westrick. Gets him to pop it up, got jammed on the hands, calling for it the shortstop. Ankeny fighting the sun, does make the play. And that is a pretty quick 9th inning for the Doc Stewarts. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. A clean 9th inning for Eli Westrick. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Medford coming up, trying to break this tie game on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Bottom of the 9th, Austin Anderson back out, working against the 8-9-1 hitters coming up from Medford. Tied 5-5 here on the Score. It's Zach Ankeny that'll lead things off. First pitch, he takes for strike 1 on the breaking ball. Austin Anderson came in back in the 3rd inning. He's pitched 5 2/3. He'll bounce it outside for ball 1. Starts out this inning with 73 pitches. He can go up to 105 is the max in a game. Docs are hoping that they can win this game before they get there. The 1-1 swung on and missed, going down to a knee. Ankeny, a 1-2 count. He is 1 for 3 in the game with an RBI, 2 RBI double back in the first. A 1-2 pitch coming up here for Anderson. Off speed, got him again with the changeup. 8th strikeout for Austin Anderson. There's one away. Here in the bottom of the 9th for Medford.
25, Josh Baptiste.
Josh Baptiste will hit next. He is 0 for 3. The left fielder. First pitch for Anderson in the air, fouled away for strike 1. Reminder coming up, if you maybe were tuning in to try and, it's still probably a little early, but if we have any fans for Eugene and the Post 6 Barbers, we'll have that coming up for you. So swing and a miss, strike 2 against Josh Baptiste. That second game of the day we'll have online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. It's going to probably start after 3 o'clock, though, now. There's a swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Spencer up with it. And down to Jay Stoffel for the putout. 9 strikeouts now for Austin Anderson.
The next batter, number 14.
Top of the order, Cody Boragine will bat. He is 2 for 4 in this game. He had a single in the 7th inning against Anderson. The lefty waits outside on the first pitch. So if we have any fans here for that next game coming up that tuned in early to catch with this game, Eugene and the Post 6 Barbers They will start a little later than 3 o'clock here today. It's another pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Borgine. We'll try to give you an idea when this game wraps up, when that game will be coming up so that you can tune in for it. The 2-0 pitch inside for Borgine. He falls away from the plate. 3-0 count for Anderson. 3 balls, no strikes to Cody Borgine. Strike 1 comes across at the belt buckle. Three-one pitch. Breaking ball out towards left field. Sebastian Watson settling underneath it. A 1-2-3 inning in the 9th for Medford. Austin Anderson will send it to the 10th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Whew, what a game we have here today. Still tied at 5. Going to the top of the 10th on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
First batter for the Doc Stewart to lead off the top of the 10th inning. Number 2, Sebastian.
Well, we go to the top of the 10th. This game is quite the battle between these two very familiar programs. Roseburg and Medford squaring off. Sebastian Watson will lead things off against Eli Westrick, and he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Docs baseball here on the Score. What a season it has been, and the Docs trying to keep it going. Westrick's 0-1 pitch will be outside and low for a 1-1 count. Eli Westrick, he came in to pitch in the 6th inning, so he has pitched 3 1/3 innings so far as he gets a swing and a miss out of Watson for strike 2. He had a big inning in the 7th when the Docs got the leadoff runner at second base, then presumed to strike out the side and send it to extra innings. As strike 3 hits the outside corner, Watson will go down looking. That is his 3rd strikeout of the game. And for Westrick, that is strikeout number 6 on the relief appearance.
Johnson.
One away here in the top of the 10th, tied at 5. Cade Johnson will bat. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Johnson walked and was hit by a pitch and then has struck out his last 2 at-bats. Doc's trying to get something going here. They have threatened a couple of times but cannot seem to get anything going. Since they tied it up, they've had a runner at second base twice. They've had a runner at first with 2 outs. Couldn't get a rally going. And in the 9th inning, had a runner on with a hit by pitch, but then couldn't get anything going there either. The 0-1 pitch here to Cade Johnson. High for ball 1. A 1-1 pitch. Johnson takes on the outside corner for strike 2. That outside corner, the Docs have been watching it go by quite a bit, and Westrick has been using and abusing it for strikes. His 1-2 pitch goes on that outside corner again. Johnson fouls it away to stay alive on the breaking ball. 3rd pitcher of the game for Medford. Trey Newman started it, went 3 innings. A.J. Ballsiger went 2 2/3. And now Westrick in the game. He has pitched 3 2/3 innings. The 1-2. Just outside. They went back to that corner again, and it was just a bit too far out there. Behind the plate, Jeremiah Robbins trying to frame that one in for strike 3. 2-2 pitch coming up out of the windup. Westrick winds and fires. Goes right back to the well and misses low and outside for ball 3. Full count for Cade Johnson with 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the 10th. 3-2 count out of the windup. Ground ball foul left side. Full count pitch. Westrick casually standing on the mound, goes into his windup. The 3-2 fouled away. Johnson making him work. So we'll keep it going here. Top of the 10th inning. The 8-hitter, Cade Johnson, trying to get a rally started for the Docs. 3-2 from Westrick. Johnson pops it up into the afternoon sun. Calling for it, Ankeny settled in there. He may not have any retinas anymore, staring into the sun. He does make the catch for the second out.
Number 4, Logan Klopfenstein.
2 away, 9-hitter Logan Klopfenstein will bat. Last time lined out to the pitcher. Back in the 8th inning. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. This is our 3rd inning of extra innings. Starting the 10th here, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Klopfenstein racing down the line. Ankeny throw to first. A 1-2-3 inning for the Docs at the plate. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Austin Anderson will try to match it as we go to the bottom of the 10th. This is Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
2-3-4 hitters coming up for Medford. Darren Marsh leading it off against Austin Anderson. And he gets strike 1 across as we begin the bottom of the 10th inning. Tied at 5. The 0-1 pitch. Missing outside, a 1-1 count. Docs with a run in the first, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the sixth. Medford with all 5 in the first. The 1-1 pitch bounces in for ball 2. I think fans starting to filter into the stadium here for the Barbers and Challengers game coming up. The 2-1 breaking ball is high for Anderson. 3 balls and a strike against Darren Marsh. A winner of this game moves on to tomorrow, Championship Wednesday, and will need to win twice to get a state title. The 3-1 pitch outside, ball 4. Medford will get the leadoff runner on base. They just need the 1. Austin Anderson at 88 pitches starting this inning. And so that puts him at 93 with that walk. I've not noticed if the Docs have had anybody throwing in the bullpen. Anderson is reaching the end of his life here on the mound with the pitch count limit. Squaring to bunt, Tanner Douglas takes high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Tanner Douglas 0 for 3 in the game, a sac fly in the first. 1-0 pitch, squares to bunt again, pulls it first base side, it'll go foul. Jay Stoffel lets that one travel a bit, watch the direction, and took that one in foul territory for strike 1 against Douglas. Trying to sacrifice the game-winning run into scoring position. One pitch. Pickoff throw to first. Back in goes Marsh. Douglas was showing his bunt early. They may be updating the pitch count during the inning. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. So 1-1 pitch. Square to bunt again. Foul territory again for Douglas. He's got 2 strikes against him. They are. So I thought it was the end of the last inning that they had up there, so I miscalculated. It'll be 91 pitches right now for Anderson. He's got 14 more to work with. You can start no new batters after you reach 105. If you're facing somebody and you hit 105, you can finish that batter, but you got to come out afterwards. The 1-2 pitch, fouled off. Spencer up quickly out of his crouch to get to that ball. Tried to hustle out there and see if he could throw it down to second base, get the lead runner. Time called as Nate Maben comes out to check on his hitter, who fouled that one off himself. Douglas back at the play with the 1-2 count. Ground ball right side. Cade Johnson stumbles, throws. No, he will not get the ball to first. Johnson ranging to his left, got to it, gloved it cleanly, but lost his balance, stumbled to the ground, and could not make the play to first. And that'll put runners at first and second. And what may be more important is that Austin Anderson, he's using up pitches and not getting the outs that they need to try and get him through this 10th. Squaring to bunt. That ball fouled away for strike 1 to Eli Westrick. First and second for Medford. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 10th. Anderson will step off. Westrick has 2 hits on the day. Throw back to second base. Back in goes Marsh. Anderson looking in to Spencer behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Coming in. The bunt goes third base side. Anderson throws over to Johnson, who does stay on the bag for the out. They will get 1. Sack bunt for Westrick. 1 out. It'll bring up Chase Costanti, who's come in defensively. He'll get a chance to bat here with the game-winning run at third.
20,
Runners move up from first and second to second and third with 1 out. And a visit to the mound for Jay Stoffel to talk with Austin Anderson. And they will make another change here. It won't be Costanti. And here comes Jeremiah Robbins to have a conversation. And they will bring in everybody. The entire offense or defense will come in. All of Medford's guys will come in. Coaches, runners, the on-deck hitter. They're all coming in to have a conversation to talk strategy here with runners at second and third. 1 out. The game tied at 5, and Medford threatening to win it here in the bottom of the 10th. Still not sure who the hitter is. Was going to be Costanti. Meeting in the minds for both teams here. get it all figured out here. Actually, the Docs, it was Costanti. I did not catch it. I was wondering. It looks like Jeremiah Robbins up to bat. Chase Costanti got intentionally walked. That's why he is not up to bat. So Costanti gets the IBB. Loads him up. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch swinging. Jeremiah Robbins at the plate. Fouls it away for strike 1. Doesn't get much more pressure packed than this. Robbins at the plate. Squares to bunt. Offers. The runner coming home. And he's out. Got to be outside the baseline. The runners all move up. And it's an 0-2 count now for Robbins with 2 down. So caught stealing is Darren Marsh on the suicide squeeze. Tanner Douglas goes to third. Eli Westrick to second. Jeremiah Robbins at the plate. The 0-2 pitch for Anderson. Ground ball towards short. Takahashi, throw to first. We're going to the 11th. Ducks get out of a bases-loaded jam on the base-running error by Medford. And we head to the top of the 11th inning. This one's not over yet, boys. Docs coming up to bat in a 5-5 ball game on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
And we welcome you back for the top of the 11th inning. Some dramatic moments in this ball game, including the last half inning, the bottom of the 10th. Medford with the bases loaded and just 1 out, and a misexecuted suicide squeeze bunt. Jeremiah Robbins behind the plate tried to bunt it, went flailing at it out of the way, and charging in Darren Marsh well off the plate, tried to out-race the tag by Spencer Six, who got him with both hands. And then a ground out to finish it out, and the tide turn there for the Docs. Can they carry it over to the top of the 11th? Top of the order coming up, Takahashi, Gillespie, and Six. By now you should know their names as we head to the top of the 11th inning. Joey Keyran here with you at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg as day 4 of the tournament is providing more fireworks just like the rest of the tournament has. Takahashi takes strike 1 as he begins the 11th inning. He'll take high for ball 1. On the mound is still Eli Westrick, throwing for Medford. A 1-1 pitch coming up for Takahashi. Jet Black throwing in the bullpen for the Docs as the ball fouled that direction. Look out, Jet. Plays it off the wall. 2 strikes. Commenter on YouTube, Pacemaker just kicked into overdrive. You and me both. Oh my goodness. The 1-2 pitch is low for a 2-2 count. I think this game has had us on the edge of our seat since probably back in the 6th inning, if not earlier. It has been one heck of a game here. The 2-2 pitch. Reaching for it. Slow roller towards second, charging in. Ankeny throw to first, right on target. 1 down, Takahashi grounding out there. He is now 0 for 5 in the ballgame with 1 walk.
The next batter, number 10, Dawson Gillespie.
Dawson Gillespie will bat 2 for 4 in this game with a double, a single, and a walk. He bats with 1 out. Ball game tied at 5-all. The relief pitchers have been absolutely spectacular for both teams. First pitch for Westrick hits the inside corner at the knees for strike 1 against Gillespie. Both teams looking for the clutch hit, clutch play. The 0-1 from Westrick, breaking ball, misses low, 1-1. Well, don't forget, this is just game 1 of the day. We've got game 2 coming up. Eugene and Post 6 Barbers coming up at some point this afternoon. The 1-1 pitch from Westrick, high and away for ball 2. I haven't seen any action in the bullpen for Medford in a while. Jet Black no longer throwing in the bullpen for the Docs. He's hoping to get a chance to bat here in the 11th. The 2-1 outside, 3 balls, 1 strike against Gillespie. Dawson Gillespie had the first hit of the ball game for the Docs. Every first hit of the game for your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's, brought to you by MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. Ground ball towards the hole at short. Ankeny, throw to first, scoops in, and at the bag, a scoop by Tanner Douglas for out number 2. Now that is some defense right there. First with Ankeny in the hole, and then a great scoop at first base by Tanner Douglas to retire Dawson Gillespie. There's 2 away. Spencer 6 will try to get a 2-out rally started. First pitch. Outside corner for strike 1. Westrick's 0-1 pitch. Line drive shot, snagged by a leaping Zach Ankeny, who makes all 3 plays in this half inning, and he robs away a base hit from Spencer 6. What a play up the middle. Well, defensive momentum for the Mustangs. They come up to hit. Can the Docs respond as we go to the 11th? The bottom of the 11th coming up. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Go to the bottom of the 11th here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Well, we welcome you back for the bottom of the 11th inning, tied at 5 between Medford and Roseburg. We get a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Miguelena Construction. Jet Black will take over for Austin Anderson, who pitches a complete game, basically. 7 2/3 innings, gave up 1 hit over those 7 2/3. No runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. One of those a intentional walk in there. Jet Black will stand in. He'll face the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Jace Miller leading things off. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Breaking ball on the first pitch, and a swing and a miss. Big cut out of Miller, and he got fooled on that one. Jet Black. 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Hits the top of the zone for strike 2. That was one heck of a relief appearance for Austin Anderson. The 0-2 pitch here for Jet. Another breaking ball fouled away. Jet Black, he is making his 18th appearance. He's pitched 22 1/3 innings. He's got a 3-1 win-loss record with 3 saves, a 1.57 ERA, 30 strikeouts, 4 walks. His 0-2 pitch here is outside for a 1-2 count against Jace Miller. This game has been tied since the 6th inning, and we're in the bottom of the 11th. There is action in the bullpen for the Mustangs. Is out in front of the breaking ball, strike 3, a swing and a miss for Jace Miller. His 3rd strikeout of the game. First strikeout for Jet Black. Zach Ankeny, who just had one heck of a defensive half inning, will step into bat. He made all 3 putouts, or at least assisted on them all. The first pitch to him, behind the head. Ball 1. Ankeny, a routine ground ball on the first one. Second one, he took it deep in the hole at short, threw across the diamond. It did short hop into first, but Douglas made the play. And then he made a leaping grab on a line drive that was laced up the middle to finish off that top of the 11th with a spectacular catch on a hard hit ball by Spencer Six. A 1-1 count after the foul ball. Out of the windup, Jet Black on in relief again. He gets a pop fly towards shortstop. Calling for it is Takahashi. And the shortstop backtracking underneath it for the second out. 2 away. It'll go to Josh Baptiste. Now the people that have to be enjoying what they're seeing here, it's Eugene and Post 6. Whichever team wins this matchup, this is a marathon here. Not sure what tomorrow looks like, but everybody wants to get there. First pitch, ground ball. Off the bat of Josh Baptiste. Takahashi over to Stoffel. Let's head to the 12th. Why not? It's not like you had anything else to do here today. We're through 11 innings. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for Medford. We go to the top of the 12th inning here on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Well, we go to the top of the 12th inning, still tied at 5-all. Doc Stewart's will have Jet Black, who just came in on the mound to relieve Austin Anderson. And Eli Westrick on the mound, still pitching for Medford. Starts out with 85 pitches here in this 12th inning. He misses low for ball 1. Jet will take a fastball for strike 1. One count here to Jet, who is got 1 hit in this game. We've had so many at-bats, it takes me a second to count them all up. Jet is 1 for 3 in this game. An RBI triple in the first, a walk and a hit by pitch in his 5 trips to the plate so far. The 2-1 to him here, out towards left field, going to carry a bit, running underneath it, Josh Baptiste for the out. And there's 1 down to start out the 12th inning for the Docs.
The next batter, number 9, Jace Stoffel.
That'll bring up Jace Stoffel, who is 1 for 5 in this game with a double in the 7th. It looked like Jace might have had the Docs a spot to try and win the game in the or at least take the lead in the 7th inning in the top half there. But after a leadoff double, it was 3 straight strikeouts for Eli Westrick. The Docs left a man at second base in that 7th inning. A 1-0 pitch, high and away for ball 2. Medford did have an arm throwing in the bullpen. I could not tell you who it was. A 2-0 pitch, Westrick taking a moment before he gets back on the rubber. 2-0 count. Bottom of the zone for strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike. Low and outside as Westrick falls behind Stoffel. 3 balls and a strike. We're in the top of the 12th inning. Docs, via the coin flip, the designated visiting team. Medford, the home team in this one. The 3-1 pitch. Stoffel fouls that one out of play off the hitting facility on the right side. Strike 2, a full count with 1 out and nobody on. What a day we have had here at the ballpark. Ground ball for Jace towards Zach Ankeny. Rolled it over there. Zach throws to first and just picked off the dirt by Tanner Douglas for the 2nd out. 2 away. Dominic Tatone scheduled the hit, and we will get Tyler Thornton instead.
The batter for the Doc Stewarts, number 20, Tyler Thornton.
Tyler Thornton will get a pinch hit appearance here. Thornton, first pitch swinging, grounds 1 towards second. And on the first pitch he sees, he'll roll out for the final out here in the 12th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So let's go to the bottom of the 12th, still tied at 5 here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Top of the order coming up for the Medford Mustangs as they will face Jet Black as we welcome you into the bottom of the 12th inning in this elimination game between Roseburg and Medford. A 1-0 pitch from Jet. Boragine will foul off for strike 1. Jet Black coming on in relief in the 11th inning for Austin Anderson, who went 7 2/3 in relief out of the bullpen. Jet, a 1-1 pitch here to Boragine. Hits a base hit to left field. And for Medford, that is their first hit since the 7th inning. Boragine's got 3 of them in the ball game. Just a low line drive into left field for a leadoff base hit. Darren Marsh will bat with the leadoff man on base for Medford. Top of the order here, so it's the heart of the lineup coming up. Marsh with a double back in the first inning, which was 3 hours ago. Pickoff throw. Jet slipping on the mound, and Jay Stoffel over there at the bag, scrambling to stay in front of that ball and not let it go by. He did a good job of making sure it did not. Darren Marsh waits. The first pitch. He squares to bunt, takes a breaking ball for strike 1. I'm sure is going to make for an interesting tomorrow for whichever team wins here. The 0-1 pitch coming up for Marsh. They pitch out. Heard a conversation in a Major League Baseball game not that long ago, earlier on this year, remarking that teams and pitchers, they don't use the pitch out really anymore. It just isn't a thing so much anymore. So 1-1 pitch, squaring to bunt again. Pushing it fouled on the first base side for strike 2. Marsh, a 1-2 count against him. Just don't see pitchers not so much wasting a pitch because you do it for a reason, but using a pitch to try and catch the runner off base out there. A 1-2 pitch here. Jet gets him reaching, a ground ball towards second. They get to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. The lead runner out at second base. Borgine put out 4 to 6. Johnson out at second. Makes the play.
The next batter,
flipping to
Douglas.
Austin Takahashi. Fielder's choice for Marsh to get him on base. So 1 out, still 1 on. It'll bring up Tanner Douglas. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Tyler Thornton has gone to center field for Jet Black. And I'm guessing the DH has come out of the game, maybe? Runner going on the 0-1. Throw down to second base. Will not get there in time. And Darren Marsh gets himself into scoring position. It'll be a 1-1 count with a man at second for Tanner Douglas. Yeah, DH out of the game. Tyler Thornton in that spot. 1-1 here to Douglas. The man at second base. Pulls one to right field. That drops in for a hit. Logan Klopfenstein up. They're going to wave him around. The throw goes all the way in. Medford wins. A base hit to right field by Tanner Douglas will finish this one off. And Medford will head to Championship Wednesday as they walk it off in the bottom of the 12th, 6-5. The season will come to an end for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts at 30-17. Medford improves to 43-12, and they will play tomorrow. What a ball game we got treated to here. I don't even feel all that bad about it because you knew these two teams left everything on the field. Final score, 6-5. And the quest for a state title this year for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will finish here on this Tuesday in July. Medford moves on, and now we wait to see who they'll meet coming up tomorrow. The Mustangs' quest for a 7th straight state title outlasts the Docs in today's ball game. We'll come back with your Roseburg Disposal postgame show. It's finally here. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-721-22. Back after a 2-minute break with the postgame show as Medford wins 6-5 in 12 on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
At Kern Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Kern Orthodontics."
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Well, we welcome you back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where the Medford Mustangs will outlast the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts in a marathon session. 6-5, your final score. Medford wins it in 12. What a ball game we were treated here to today, folks. It's a shame one of these teams had to lose. But what a ball game we got. Docs will fall. Final numbers, 5 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for the Docs. 10 men left on base, 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error for the Mustangs. 7 men left on base. Eli Westrick in relief. Pitches 6 1/3 innings. He'll get the win. Jet Black out of the bullpen. Finishes it out with an inning and a third, but takes the loss for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Docs will finish out the season 30-17. They win 2 games in the state tournament. For the first time since 2011 do they win a game in the state tournament. It's unfortunate we'll say goodbye to some longtime anchors on this team, foundation members. But, man, what a season they had. And a young group getting a chance to come back and build off of it coming up for next year. Medford will move on. They'll face the winner of the next game in tomorrow's championship day action. If it's the Post 6 Barbers that win the next game against Eugene, Medford will face the Barbers, with the winner then moving on to face Eugene in the championship game. If it's Eugene that wins here in this next game, the Medford Mustangs would face Eugene, needing to beat the challengers twice coming up tomorrow to win it all. So we will find out how that plays out here coming up in the next game today. We'll take a look at the numbers when we come back. We're putting all the numbers. There's a lot of numbers in a 12-inning ball game. We'll put it all together for you when we come back as we bring you the Roseburg Disposal postgame show. Let them make the run of the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Back after this 2-minute break on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Well, we wrap things up for you here today as game one of our doubleheader. We've got Roseburg and Medford squared off. Next, it's the Post 6 Barbers and the Eugene Challengers. A 12-inning affair between the Docs and the Mustangs. And now we hurry along to the game two on the day. And we've been told that game scheduled to tentatively start in about 25 minutes from now, which means we got to wrap this one up so that we can get things turned around and ready to go for the next game. Let's take a quick look at how it all played out here. Again, 5 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for the Docs, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Medford. Docs took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Medford, though, would score 5 in the bottom of the first to lead 5-1. They did not score again until the bottom of the 12th inning when they walked it off on the Tanner Douglas single to score Darren Marsh from second. Docs, though, would tie it up as they got 2 in the 4th inning to get within 2, then scored twice in the 6th inning on a double, 2-out double by Spencer Six to square it up at 5-5. Both teams had opportunities to try and score the game-winning run. Medford had the bases loaded with 1 out in the 10th inning and couldn't win it there. We go to 12. And after stealing second base, Darren Marsh gets himself into scoring position with 1 out, and Tanner Douglas flares one to right field. Logan Kloffenstein did everything he could to get to that ball as quickly as he could, fired it in, but it was offline, and no chance for Spencer Six to try and make the tag at the plate. And scoring Darren Marsh would give Medford the win, 6-5. Medford will move on to face the winner of the next game between Eugene and the Post 6 Barbers. The winning pitcher, Eli Westrick, 6 1/3 innings. He pitched out of relief. He was lights out as well. Did not give up a run on 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. And taking the loss will be Jet Black, 1 1/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Austin Anderson came on in relief and had a heck of a performance out of the bullpen, 7 2/3 innings, pitched a 1-hitter, no runs, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts in relief. But the Docs could not get the run in to give him the win. So final score 6-5. Medford moves on. They are now 43-12 on the year and have their hopes of a 7th straight state title still in hand. The Docs are now 30-17 and their season wraps up here. As we wrap it up, we want to say to the guys on the team that will be aging out, that'll be guys like Spencer Six, Jet Black, Jay Stoffel, Tyler Thornton, Austin Anderson, all the college guys. It has been an absolute blast to see them play. Seniors in 2020, we didn't see that Roseburg quartet of Six, Black, Stoffel, and Anderson. We didn't get to see their senior season in 2020. Didn't get to see their summer season in 2020. It's been an absolute blast and a joy of mine to be able to see those guys once again take the field and get to call some of those games. Best of luck to all of them. Jace going to U of O, Spencer back to Western Oregon, Anderson and Black going back to UCC. Best of luck to them. To Tyler Thornton, we got to meet him for the first time this summer. Played at Clackamas this last year. Not sure what his future is going to quite hold for him yet, but best of luck to him going forward. If it includes some baseball, we look forward to seeing what happens for him on the baseball diamond. Guys like Blake Withers, Mason Del Colo, some of the seniors that graduated in 2021 this year, thanks for everything they did for this team here in 2021. I believe that they both told me this was going to be it, the only season they had. I would have to double check on Blake Withers, but I'm pretty sure that is what I remember there. And then we got a young group of Docs coming back. Guys that were in the starting lineup from pretty much day one, like Austin Takahashi, Dawson Gillespie, Dominic Titone, Sebastian Watson, Cade Johnson, Logan Kloffenstein, Evan Corbin. So many of these guys going to be coming back, and I know I didn't mention them all. Those are just the guys that are on my lineup card that I can easily reference there because obviously there's plenty of them on this team. Let's see here. Knox Hubbard, another one. Ever Lamb. Jordan White, Parker Burke got to sniff a little bit. They played with Pepsi. We'll see them probably coming up next year. It's going to be a blast to see what these young guys have in store for us coming up in 2022. It'll be here before we know it, but right now it's a long ways off, and it's going to kind of suck to not have some Docs baseball here over the next couple of days. They made a go of it. They pushed Medford to the limit. They battled around some tough spots, but couldn't quite do it. And while we are the voice of the Docs, we want to say congratulations to the Medford Mustangs on the win. Good luck coming up tomorrow to them and to everybody else still in it. And we are looking forward to seeing what Wednesday has in store as we wrap up the state tournament. But for the Doc Stewarts, thanks to everybody on the team. Thanks to Coach Jeremiah Robbins, assistants Tim Sester and Jake Whistler for allowing me to be a part of what you guys do every summer here. It has been a lot of fun to cover Doc Stewart's baseball. I believe my 9th season doing it in 10 years. It's been a lot of fun. and I can't wait for next summer to get a chance to do it again. Thanks to Dan Bain and Kenny Sherman for covering a few games for me so that I get a little bit taste of summer with my family, to be able to get away from the ballpark on a couple of days on a busy summer for Docs baseball. But also want to say thanks to the entire Roseburg American Legion Baseball Post-16 for all the support that they give us here in the broadcast booth, as well as for everything they do for these young men that allow this to be a season that they will probably never forget. I want to say thanks to Ben Hill back in the studio, Brenton Cranford, Craig Ortega, Logan Bishop for all that they did with the radio production. Thanks to my wife, Angela Keyran, for helping out with the video production throughout much of the season and for allowing me to spend so much time at the ballpark as I do. And as always, thanks to you, the fans, that have made this an absolute enjoyable moment for me to call Docs baseball here in 2021. As I like to say, without you guys, I'm just sitting here talking to myself, and that is absolutely true. The response and the viewership on the video stream for the state tournament has been beyond my wildest dreams. Thanks, everybody, for taking time out of your day to follow the action with us here on 541radio.com and on The Score. What a blast it has been. Docs season comes to an end with an epic marathon. 6-5, Medford wins, and they will move on to Championship Wednesday, looking to try and pull off a big comeback for their 7th consecutive title. For the Docs, we look forward to the offseason, to the high school season, to the upcoming college season, and we'll see what 2022 has in store for us next year. The state tournament done. We've got one more game coming up today and maybe 2 more tomorrow. Next, it'll be the Post-6 Barbers taking on the Eugene Challengers. We'll have that game for you on the video player at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. You can watch it there as well. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. That's going to do it for Docs Baseball in 2021. I'm Joey Keyran. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and maybe tune in for the next game. It could be another good one. This has been Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.